go for some beautiful capitalism. So I first headed over to the building that was similar to my new home, and upon getting closer, something was off here. It was different. And then they showed up. This place was full of invisible bowmen. I tried fighting them back in between blocks, but either I couldn't hit them or I was just bad at the block game. So I made the decision instead for a tactical...
I thought we got unlimited today.
Anyways, honestly, with that place being a mess, I figured, you know, why not go and visit the next village over?
We would have got at least 37.
Future worker. I mean, friends.
Oh, for fuck off, I'm getting spammed by another kid. No, I'm going to turn my Fortnite noise off.
I am way more proud of that joke than I probably should be. On day 20, now that I explored the
oh, I'm auto-gliding, I forgot.
I was happy with my new house.
I see a default. No, wait, this is sick. I'm right behind him.
Around piles upon piles of loot that I had been hoarding back at my old base.
I'm behind him.
This process took all day until the sun went down.
No, he was going to get the gun and he did.
My remaining chests,
AI.
my crafting bench, and my bed. These villagers
Kid swimming.
weren't good enough for me.
I'm gonna snap this kid.
I was in my brand new castle as a house. I spent the rest of the night lighting up any random areas that might be large enough for random mobs.
Now there's a kid in my building.
The very first thing that I decided to do was experiment with rerolling the fire protection.
I no-scope this!
I honestly wasn't sure if it was going to work in better Minecraft or not, but it did. And on top of that, after only 3 rerolls,
I need a big. I need
for a measly 12 emeralds, which was huge.
I can have this.
Grab some emeralds and perks from my chest. I myself.
Oh fuck! Yes,
limited edition.
I was hoping for a slurp fish.
And of course, I trapped this guy in a block prison because he was now super valuable. And now that I had a new mending friend, it was time for me to go back out exploring for some more loot.
I keep finding enemies.
To be honest, Minecraft had spoiled me with loot. I wanted more. Anyways, I left the snowy area.
Alright, do this blue sniper.
A swamp full of pools of you know what? Never mind. And after leaving the swamp, I found yet another battle tower. And honestly, these things are too easy. And the loot is way too subpar, but you know the drill. I ran up breaking any of the spawners. I stole all of the blocks and placed them off the top floor. And of course, I went down emptying each chest.
Nah, I've already read enough.
There wasn't really much that was new. However,
I'm pushing these kids, man.
Not that great enchanted books.
Oh yes, fireflies. Even better.
Right? And speaking of something, let's just take a couple of minutes to look at the view from up here. Like, just look at that mountain over there with the trees on the sides of it. This mod pack just looks so
yeah, I do actually.
On the 22nd day, I continued exploring until I found probably the best thing in this entire mod pack. That's right, Moonbloom, my beloved. Just look at what Dream stole from us. Rip Moonbloom, you will be missed. Anyways, I unfortunately had to my beloved, and I then found myself in the middle of a field full of more structures to loot. And first up on my list was yet another basic tower where the battle part was apparently available for $9.99 in the better EA store. Because once again,
no, he's actually a actual player.
This battle tower. But after all, I did still steal off the gold on the top.
Dead.
I got myself another waystone and some more pretty run-of-the-mill loot. And after this, I found this cool pit of probably death. Nope. I continued on to this field while feeding the cows for their meat and
I do a machine pistol.
And then I saw it in the distance. Just look at that massive, awesome tower. And to the left of it was yet another one of those massive pillager castles.
Yeah.
And to its right was a brand new village with another baby tower behind it. There were
so many choices.
Too many choices.
I'm a Russian.
So
come on, Zayn. We're gonna show him his boss. Snap it us.
There wasn't really much going on
here. Dickhead.
By robbing all of them of their food. And not long after that, while looking through villager houses, I stumbled upon a low-key gold mine. Because this chest had 3 free ender pearls. Anyways, at this point the sun was going down, so before I teleported back home to dump more loot, I checked out this nearby gatekeeper's house. At this point, something clicked inside of my massive brain. Inside of all
combo, my guy.
There were these blocks that looked like they could have been portals.
Get in this cook craft.
I was thinking, nah, that's not a portal. But in this place, it was pretty obvious. So maybe in the
do you like my rock?
I had to light it up and go through whatever portal this was.
That combo, where are you here? You're not here. Oh, look at this guy. He's so cute. Look at him.
Lighter for 8 emeralds, and that might just be what I need. Except I was now emerald poor because I bought all those bending blocks. So instead of doing
real player. Oh yeah, I made him angry. That's sick. Build.
So that way I can loot more than next.
That's alright. Yes, go on, get pissed off.
I began heading towards that massive structure, and as I got closer, I noticed this very ominous lack of an entrance downstairs. So I began digging the hallway through, and I was starting to think there was nothing inside of here. It was all just for show until I hit this super dark dungeon in the middle. And inside there were these super beefy skeletons that had spider mob heads on them. Kind of feels like this place is inspired by Hypixel Skyblock, not gonna lie. But anyways, now that I was dead, it was going to take a lot for me to leave because I hit actual good loot inside. So I used my new vantage point to smack up these super resistance guys, and none of them hit. I'm build fighting this kid. To be honest, it kind of felt like if they did, they would one-shot me. So I was being very careful. Took you all! You're fucking shit! I made my way over to their spawner and I broke it. And now that things were a little safer, I looted the nearby chest. Combo, calm down. Great, but after all, this was only the first floor, so I didn't really expect all too much. And after looting the chest, I saw I killed them both, man. That I began building over. Oh, I got gold striker now. Into my base. These guys were insanely fast. We'll take combo to ring as well. Than their own mortality. Because I ran over in the dark and I control-alt-deleted their spawner, so I wouldn't have to deal with any more of them. Hopefully, no, like techies. You know, anyways, after finishing on the spider spawner, I searched around for any drops because these guys chop it down. Diamond swords after all. Yeah, flop. Leather of loot, one of them dropped a half-durable, sharpness 2 diamond sword, which was busted. Goaded somehow. I got you a mini. It was safe to say that I was very excited about this drop. What? I was also a little more scared now to get hit by these guys because they all had sharpness too. And I had learned that all of those spiders were one-shot kills, even with an iron sword. So all I had to worry about I'm going into ring for combo. After this, I ended up getting a little ballsy. Where is he? And I ran to each spider room nearby, and I quickly broke the spawners before wiping out the spiders. And while here, I began smacking this regular spider like 4 times until I realized something. These guys had 70 freaking health. This was only the bottom floor. How much worse? Things a bit more. At this point, thoughts of just how bad the top floor could end up being were quickly flooding my head. But that wasn't enough to stop me because I continued slowly chipping away at the spiders for the rest of day 23. I actually might die. Next day, day 24. And while I was here, I found this little goblin trade. Nah, I'm not even built that. I might die. Busted, overpowered trades. I mean, at least they would be busted overpowered if I was rich. Yeah, Zane, can you come and get me in the podcast, please? Could be used to get crazy enchanted pickaxes in the store. I don't think you can get otherwise. Plus, I can now trade basic cobble for emeralds. So in the hopes that he wouldn't despawn, I trapped him in a hole, so that way I could go back home and keep him. So go! Just leave the kids who's shooting us. With the waypoint that I had placed, and I gave this guy the very rightful name of Mojo. Because his trades not too tick. Right, yeah, we're chilling the shit. Let me know in the comments if you know which anime. For fuck's sake! Anyways, though, while I was back here, I attempted to finish off the full floor. Thank you, professional driver. The spider area, and there are no more spawners, but I did find a chest. Whoa! Area, and there wasn't really much here. However, I see ya. A protection 4 pair of chainmail boots in my inventory. And after lighting up the area, I saw yet another spawner, and I quickly ran up and broke, and I made my way to the final room. And there was something walking around on the freaking ceiling. They kept shooting me with a bow, and I had zero way to do anything about them. So I went back to my base, and I got myself a bow and some arrows, and I came back ready to 1v1 this boy off of the ceiling. And just like my daddy was gone. Jokes on him though, I did 360 headed up the ladder and I fucking did get to the other floors. And now that I was on the next floor, I quickly ran in and I blocked up every single side. Club battles, yeah! Woo! We love them! And then spent the rest of the day down these guys and expanding the safe territory of this floor and the chest. I swear to God, why? Why is so much people fucking default? So that shit they can't buy a skin. Enchantment table. 2 of those withers ended up dropping their skulls. On day 26, I finished off the wither portion of this floor, and I was fighting off more spiders and dog shit creepers. That is until I finally had a prime opportunity to run in the remaining spiders, and I quickly blocked off a rain of arrows that they had spammed at me. were getting better and better because this place was full of coal blocks. And of course, I also found a chest that had some more coal and similar loot to the first floor. And now there was only one room left in the box. It was full of anti-gravity bow-boys that did
the clan battles
for their own good. So instead of sitting here unloading,
but if you knew where they were, we'd easily shit them
into their ugly faces, I instead cheesed it by covering myself up with blocks. And I went
well, this has got a health pack now.
From their chest. See you later, suckers. At this point, I had finished
50 white.
Floor. However, my inventory was full.
50 white.
Going back to my base until on the way
I'm a hot dropping.
I noticed the second goblin just kind of chilling here. And this man had the same enchantment offers, but for an axe and a shovel. So I might as well.
This is gonna be hard to get a gun in here.
Why not? And after running
this is gonna be very hard to get a gun, you know.
Because of his explosive personality. Get it? And at this point, all of my armor and tools were looking pretty rough, and I'm sure this place is only going to get harder. So instead of going up there and dying, I instead went back home to fix everything up. At this point,
how do people get a better drop? I actually don't get for it. How do people get a better drop than some other people?
Today, I wasn't going to
fuck off, man. There's nowhere to go.
Wanted diamond. So
fuck
I my conveniently now
fucking hell.
I smelted myself some smooth stone.
Yes, I've got a pistol.
Furnace, so here you come.
And some webs.
And as you guessed it by now, I have plenty of coal.
The boy's got some webs. Can you please come to me, because I've only got a grey pistol and some webs and this kid here. Fuck.
But he was now stuck in bed and refused to get up. Honestly,
no, I've got an SMG now.
So instead of trading, I spent the night sleeping like a peasant. On day 28, I woke up ready.
Wait, is that a shotty?
Yeah,
it sounds like a shot. It's a heavy, the shit.
And I bought the leggings and boots. In order for me to get enough emeralds for the other armor, I had to level them up and burn through so much.
Are you webbing?
But overall, it paid off.
Little kids! I'm getting molested!
Honestly, God tier in comparison to everything else, and we had a diamond helmet. Let's not talk about that. Anyways, I was now a man with full diamond armor. Plus, I already had a mending that I could add to everything. However, now
that's what pickaxe is.
Protection, or if I was going to stand any chance.
Wow, you're right! Sorry, clicks! Fucking hell!
After only a couple of rolls,
imagine copying a guy's name.
That piqued my interest.
I've got much lobby, by the way.
Dye the color of my armor when it's enchanted. So
wait, what skin did I wear last night in the tournament?
Just to test this thing out. It turns out either purple doesn't work or it's just the default color. Either way, the yellow looked pretty cool. But honestly,
your cousins invited me.
Maybe in the future though. So I blocked my guy in and continued re-rolling until I got an enchantment with a special rare-looking color called YT-Garasu that apparently teleports you behind an enemy that you attack, which sounds super fun, but probably awful, right? Well, I didn't really know, and I really wanted to see just how this worked. So it was back to that creative world where I enchanted a sword and I tested it out on a ship full of pirates and it did nothing. Sword did nothing. Moving on. So I went back to re-rolling him throughout the night.
I forgot what skin I was last night.
Changing jobs. But hey, at least a lot of the new enchantments were really cool, right? For day 29, I spent the entire day just re-rolling and re-rolling and, big surprise, more re-rolling. This guy
with who, you fat cunt? Sorry.
During this, I had to pass up on so many good enchants too that it was killing me inside. I passed up on Silk Touch.
Right, yeah, I'm going on your stream to see what it's saying.
Even Protection 3 because it might end up a little pricey.
Squads, yeah, we'll do some squads for you, mate. Yeah.
I don't really do those. Anyways, at this point, it became time, and the dude stopped cooperating at all, so I was forced to once again sleep, so he would go back to being as equally unhelpful as he was today. On day 30, he was back to re-rolling, and as an insult, he gave me Protection 1 right off the bat, for a terrible price. And his friend also broke in again to help with this rebellion. Thanks, guys. You're welcome to see it. Overall, this process was terrible. I did this until the end of day 31. That's right, it took me pretty much 4 days of me re-rolling to try to get this enchantment. At this point, I had become desperate and I figured I should just settle for protection to enchantment. I definitely regret not jumping on my protection 3 in retrospect now. But I guess this whole show was over forever. And after this, I used my very limited emeralds to buy one book and I combined it with my chest piece to give it protection.
I'm being generous, mate. I'm giving you a second. Yeah, he's left. I'm leaving as well.
But you know what? Stop reminding me. Don't talk about it. And day 3,
put it in this fucking pit.
I needed a way to actually buy the So of course, I grabbed the fletching cable and I made the last available
You could just pick
that I had into a stick boy, so I could do some classic capitalism with him, all of the juicy emeralds that I could ever imagine. I then used all of the wood that I had.
Pick free for all.
I traded them with him for just enough emeralds to buy another protection book. However, at this point, I was now both emerald.
It should be in your reasons, or it's in my reasons.
Baby spruce trees, and nearby forest until the sun went down. At that point, I could buy a second book and combine it with my chest piece to give it protection. However, at this point, my stick trader stopped putting up with me scamming him, so once again, I had to go to sleep. So on the next day, day 33, I began buying another sharpness piece, and I combined it with the first and mending, and I added them to my chest piece.
Oh, we're doing private?
Protection 4, breaking 2.
Public, yeah!
Chest piece.
Oh.
At this point, I was pretty much stuck with
public.
I had, but that's okay, because I was now ready.
Because private takes like 80 seconds to fucking.
I could now do, and how many hits that I could take. So I quickly made my way back to the dungeon, and up to the 3rd floor, where I ran in and took out 2 of these spiders while sustaining practically 0 damage. Things were looking insane. I then quickly deleted the spawner, and the very first chest had 4 emeralds inside.
Yeah! I'm gonna get some straight up.
Anything that I can get. I continued through this floor by slowly clearing out areas and breaking spawners, and I even ended up getting a second sharpness 2 diamond sword to spawn that was almost brand new. I kept clearing out more areas until I ran into a room full of those invisible roof skeleton jerks, and they all still did a ton of damage. I used a bunch of blocks up above me as cover, and I managed to break both their spawner and steal more emeralds from their chest to fuel my enchanting quest. I then spent most of my night here until I couldn't get past those archer jerks without having arrows. So I ended up going back home defeated, and I traded for some more emeralds until I could buy 3 more protection 2 books, and I could almost use 1 more protection for this armor. And after that, I could buy the 2 swords for an extra half a
I'm texting my mum.
Sim Slayer. And after that, I gave my new sword
to see when Murray Mackey's
book in the hopes of getting even more swords that I could use to eventually combine.
1 sec, I'm ringing her.
On day 34, with my brand new sim slaying sword by my side, I was ready to take on the world. I headed back to the dungeon and I made my way up to the 4th floor where I was absolutely slaying through mans. With my
when we having Mackey's?
I took so much less damage.
When we having Mackey's?
Nobody said nothing about Mackey's.
Jacob did.
I could now get so much more
Jacob did.
Right as
That's just Jacob getting a bit giddy.
Nah, you said it yesterday as well.
Weird sentence.
Nah, that was before we bought all that shit from shop.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Or can we still have it?
I don't know yet.
Just like that.
Well, if you're getting it, what? Is that the reason why I want to stay here? Because you're probably getting McDonald's right now.
No, we're after.
Oh, and then we can get McDonald's after.
I don't know, we'll see. I'm going because I'm getting wet.
Where? Oh yeah, I'll make you wet. I'm joking.
Natalie, don't say stuff like that, it's disgusting.
No, I'm talking to my friend.
No, you're being disgusting. Pack it in.
Alright.
Right, I'm going.
Bye.
Bye.
However, I still got that sword, and I also scored a bonus wither scroll. It's safe to say that I was making massive progress, and overall, I was here until the end of day 35. On day 36, by the time I had gotten...
That's probably what I'm back as well.
First dumped out my inventory, so
oh, sorry! You're alright! You're alright! Fucking hell!
my cobwebs to break them for some more strength. And by the time I was done, and I had traded all of the emeralds, I now had 27 more. Then
Chill, Pushcat. Oh yeah, you know what?
And to end the short day with a bang, I combined my 2 diamond swords to make another sharpness.
I've just come back. And the string off my chair's come apart, so I'm gonna have to sit like a fucking weirdo. Right, come on, we're gonna get some kills! Are we teaming?
I decided, why not go through my chest to see exactly what I've got.
Ghost? Yeah. I didn't mean to say I met you.
Almost a stack of blocks, and then I saw my half stack of apples.
Why's got fucking auto the pussy? From Chris, let's go.
anyways, well, I now had 32 more emeralds, so I went back to my protection guy, and his trades were getting cheaper and cheaper because I bought so much from the other villagers.
Go Jamie 12.
I bought a bunch more books until he leveled up. He didn't really get any good enchantments, but now I could sell him books for emeralds. If you haven't noticed, that entire dungeon was full of books. Those wither skeletons were looking like nerds. So now that I had a bunch more I put them on the chest, and I had figured out that I only needed 2 more of them to make myself a full set of protection for armor. On day 37, I headed back to the dungeon to borrow any and all books that were in sight until my axe had broken. So I headed back to Paintopia to get the remaining emeralds that I needed for that full set of protection for armor, and of course, my librarian was refusing to buy any and all books. It's almost like being trapped in a box and forced to buy anything I give him was a bad thing. How ungrateful, am I right? Anyways, we're up for gaslighting the protection guy and kind of just running around the base, constantly checking if his trades were crushed, because at this point I was very, very ready for protection for armor. Overall, I only had to wait about 5 minutes, but I am extremely impatient, so it felt like eons.
I can't believe just to my mum on me for it.
Upped his price because I may have flooded the marketplace, but that was fine because I basically had an endless.
Nah, he did it. He sat next to me.
2 protection 2 books that I needed, and after trading.
I know my mum's in Asda. Yes.
Emeralds, I began combining them all into protection 3 books. That is until I ran out of XP. I now had 4 books that I needed for the maximum diamond quality armor, and I was now 4 XP rounds. So I guess it was time to go back to the tower dungeon for me, so I could squeeze the levels out of anyone who dared to oppose me. And right before I teleported there, a blue lucky moon begun.
Miller Sunshio.
Because as I was doing floor 8,
fuck down here now!
At this point I lost track. Anyways, I had gotten a potion of luck to drop and an additional wither scroll, which I guess in hindsight it might actually not be that lucky, considering that I had a
You fucking what?
I had taken out
fucking what? Oh, what did he box?
For all of day 38, I kept successfully
what the fuck?
And farming as much XP as I could until I hit about level 21, which was technically all I needed for now. I wanted to waste as little XP as I could, so I came back home. I spent the rest of the night piecing things together. I bought a brand new helmet because mine was already half broken from all of those silly jerks shooting me in the face. Thanks for that, by the way. And I crafted a grindstone so I could disenchant it for fresh enchantments. Then I combined 2 of my sets of prop 3 books to make 2 protection cores. And I added mending to the very first one so I could put it on my helmet, except I was now out of XP again. Maybe this mod was a lot more like Warcraft after.
Why'd you kill me
Since
before
I now
anyway?
had a grindstone, I had the idea for some more free XP. So I went through all of my chests in search of any enchanted items that I could find that I didn't need. And I grinded all of them up for a sweet 15 levels that I then used to get that brand new helmet, protection 4, and mending. Just like that, half a level.
Oh, you push this here, you 3 hot kid.
Plus, I no longer have to worry about my
Alright, we get it, man. You can
shot in pieces. So I guess
and
that
pyramids
was,
fast.
now that I was even beat,
Cracked.
I spent the next 3 days, days 39 through 41, back inside the dungeon, pushing from floor.
Whoa, I'm getting molested.
With 2 pieces of protection core, I could do so much more. At this point,
fuck down here now.
Fuck
you up, Sam, bitch.
I was on a mission to finally.
Fucking what?
Things were going great. By the time it was day 40, I had enough XP to
you fucking idiot, you fat fucking
legends that I quickly put on before I headed back.
Yeah, I'm pushing 2.
And while looting these remaining floors, there wasn't really much.
Oh, this is me on your brick wall.
However, I did end up getting 2 more sharpness 2.
I'm right next to you, I'm right next to you.
And then at the end of day 41, while finally getting another floor, I finally saw it. The night sky.
Dead.
I had reached the final floor of the dungeon, and I was really getting boss vibes. That is, until I saw this gorgeous looking room full of scholars who didn't really do anything. And
what is it?
On top of that, there was a ton of
that renegade raider thing.
Same exact loot as pretty much all the other floors. Honestly,
how have they got 6,000 healing?
If it didn't give me a ton of emerald, gold, bamboo, coal, bones, and other random.
Are you on free?
So overall, this was a mission success. And I might actually come back here and steal all of these lanterns.
You shit bastard! You shit bastard!
But honestly, probably not, because it would be way too much work to make it spawn proof. Anyways, now that I was finally done I watched the conveniently placed sunrise, and as Cinema Sins would say, roll credits. On the second day, now that I
fucking what?
The dungeon for good and looted everything, I teleported back to my base to dump off the massive piles of loot I had, and I was now up to a sweet 21 emeralds from just the last 2 floors alone. So I used all of this new money to buy myself a pair of diamond boots, and combine them all to make myself my last piece of protection for mending armor. And do you know what I was ready to go and do now? If you guessed go and take on one of those pillager castles, you would be very, very right. I'm coming for those totals of mine. So now that I was done with that dungeon, I teleported back there to pick up 2 of the 3 waypoints that I had used as checkpoints. And while I was in here, I didn't find customs I had skipped by accident, and they were stealing skeletons. Anyways, by the time I got back to the roof, it was already sundown.
Red Radio, I boxed him in a 200 foot man.
Assassin's Creed dive all the way down into the nearby river. And after this, I spent the entire night fighting this nearby bandit camp full of pillagers to test out just how powerful I became. And out of all of the chests that I looted here, I basically got nothing. These guys were a bunch of broke boys. However, for some reason, there were still so many of them, and they kept spawning, but that wasn't going to stop me, because I was now so much stronger than they could. Day 43,
this kid's impossible to kill.
Nearby pillager castle, because I was beyond ready for those totems of undying. In the literal second that I got anywhere near the place, these boys began
impossible to kill right now.
Of the place. And honestly, just look at the footage. The footage will speak for itself. Look at how many of them there are. Look at all the arrows they shoot, and look at all the arrows all over the place. However, even with all of these guys that were insanely cracked, I was still standing strong, taking basically no damage. One by one, I ended up picking off each of them.
I don't know.
Things were quiet.
My telly's off, but like, you know.
Just look at this battlefield.
No, the monitor's off, but the thing's on.
Arrows. Insane. Anyways, now that things were kind of safe, I broke into the side of the castle.
Can't find any more.
A bunch of them would come piling in, I could pick them all on. And that's exactly what happened.
No, I nearly landed in the boy bit then.
That is, until they all started breaking out, and I was hit.
Oh yeah, I'll play in this box fights with Alpha last night. It was sick. Do you wanna play it?
Or as I would like to call them,
it's Valentine's
sorry, that was bad. Anyways, I spent the rest of this day picking off illusionals who wanted me for way too long now, and any other easy targets from the outside of the castle. And I may have managed to deviously lift one of the
editing from BradleyHague,
from the outside of the castle. Let's just say the loot from here was good.
Oh, look at this class!
Inside of this easy access chest alone, I got an enchanted diamond helmet and 2 free diamonds along with a ton more gold. After this, I kept fighting as many enemies as I could through the night until some illusioners started hardcore bamboozling me.
What the fuck?
I ran back to the nearby waypoint and I teleported home because that was a lot to manage. It's safe to say that at this point, I really needed a breaking free of my armor because, I mean, just look at my helmet, man. It has mending, it's already half broken. On day 44, I teleported back to the castle and I began my siege by digging into part of the bottom floor and absolutely wrecking those boys' KD ratios. And honestly, everything was going pretty well. I was safe inside of this room while comfortably picking off the bow boys and axe boys. Clever man. That is, until the Sky Demon Nation attacked. Somewhere inside of this pile of mans, there was an evoker that had begun summoning their sim. Yep. So I went into defense mode. I ran back outside to get
keep such a nerd.
But for some reason,
bro, I'm gonna shockwave out here. Yep, bye.
Them just kept pouring out, and they were melting through my helmet. And then I saw him. There was a second.
My mama told me, Ghost. Don't tell her to.
One by one, I broke parts of the wall.
Don't tell her that you'll make her wet.
Them, and after the first one came out into the open, I ferociously sniped him down in his prime. And he had dropped me my very first totem of Undying that I very quickly ran up to, and I swapped it with my shield. And after that, I continued dealing with these monsters while desperately trying to break out the second evoker. After he was finally free, I took my shot, and just like that cringy TikTok trend, I never miss. Yeah, I think I just said that. I need to wash my mouth out with soap after saying that. Anyways, after this clown was down, I ran up to take his totem, and I noticed that mine was now missing from my offhand. However, I didn't die. So I checked my inventory and I noticed there was like a bottle type menu, and apparently totems of Undying count as a charm, and they can go inside of this.
There's no such thing as grounded in mine.
I could now still use my shield while
we just got a PlayStation,
which was super hard. Either way though, I count today as a huge success. I weakened their forces and I got a bunch of diamond armor and loot from the only chest that I managed to actually get to.
Oh, yeah! racist fucker!
To 5% durability.
This guy's racist.
I went back home and I grindstomed a bunch of my enchanted
His name's We Hate Black
my
People.
helmet with a new one because I still was desperately in need of Unbreaking 3.
You're doo-doo fucking shit!
Two weapons.
Oh!
Back to old Paintopia so
I want to kill this hoodie kid.
Trap in the hopes of getting Unbreaking and rules. He gave me protection 4.
Sorry, next door!
33 emeralds. And let me tell you, I really wanted to keep it, but technically I didn't need it, and it still kind of kills me inside. Why? So
We suck, Bendosaurus! Oh!
I didn't need yet. And at this point, I realized this guy was playing games with my head. So I kept re-rolling him until finally he gave me something else that I honestly couldn't resist. He offered me infinity. I didn't really have that many arrows for my bows, so I caved in and I bought it. And I came
fucking more!
Day 47, trading with another villager all day long. And out of all the rerolls that this man had given me,
right, well, we're not teaming anymore.
Being interesting was Fortune 2, but this time I was staying.
No, fucking not.
So
Probably.
I kept re-rolling him until the sun had set, and he kept.
You've only got 5
every
kills.
time I gave him a new job, and finally I had gotten Unbreaking. And yeah, it was Unbreaking 3, totally, not Unbreaking 1. Honestly, I was very desperate and very unlucky. Only 9 emeralds, honestly, it wasn't that bad. Overall,
fuck!
36 emeralds to get Unbreaking 3.
I would have got 200 points anyway to get
that as well, but it is what it is. So I bought as many
you would have
as I
200
could,
points.
which ended up being a measly 6. On the next day, day 47, I went back to my house and I spent a lot of the day desperately scrounging for enough XP to craft these books into Unbreaking 3. I traded some strings, some sticks, and some iron.
Get 200! Get peace control! Oh! Oh! You got peace! Oh! You shit!
Fully mended all of my gear. And after that, I crafted the books together for a nice Unbreaking 3. And it was only going to cost me 37 full levels to add it to my helmet because I had previously repaired it. At this point, I was just going around making a new one.
You're shit! Ah, you know you are! You're shit! Ah, you know you are!
I erased all of
I call myself instead of this prick.
So that way no Vex were coming from the cheeks. And
where's Zane Sadiq?
I was immediately jumped by a bunch more Vindicators that I don't know why, but they just do ridiculous damage. So while running away from them, I one by one hit them off until I built up and outsmarted their amazing Now that the outside was finally safe, at least I hope, I went inside,
I killed Zane Sadiq.
Broken. Spent the rest of the night checking each room, letting
I don't think you did that because she's still in us.
chests are full of diamonds, gold, iron, and crazy enchanted armors, including diamonds. So I placed my remaining waystone inside the library, and I went back home to check on my stacks. And overall, this is
your mommy's a great big bender.
The bottom area. I ended up with 9 diamonds, 11 gold blocks, 13 iron blocks, plus a ton of other loot and XP from
fuck off, Jorge! Jorge! Fucking shit!
On day 48, I fast traveled back to the inside of the castle, and I spent the entire day building my way around the
fuck off this whole
in the safest way possible, because during the entire time I was here, all I could hear was a horde of Vindicators following me by my every move above me, which was pretty terrifying. Control all deleting any of them that had jumped down to get me. And each of these chests that I had found at this were full of even more busted, overpowered loot. My inventory could not handle all of this dank loot. After finishing the inside room, I made my way to the last part of the bottom floor that was kind of this little outside.
Give me him! Jorge! Jorge! Get here!
Guys outside the base.
Jorge, I'm gonna kill him!
Scary. If I was out there, that was enough to easily kill me. However, because of my massive throbbing brain, instead I broke one of the iron bars. I just got
I was about to kill the bastard.
with Doom Dimension one by one.
I was actually about to kill that bastard. Saying your shit.
Them all into a bunch of juicy emeralds. Now that things are more safe, I had access to a bunch more chests. However, at this point my inventory was once again full, so it was back to my base to dump.
Jorge! You still got fucking killed!
This enchanted stuff inside of this chest. I even ended up getting Feather Falling Boar. And to top it all off, I now had 25 diamonds. I was living like Larry. On day 49, I started out my day by giving
Whoa, calm down.
pretty much out of air coats, and I tested everything. And after that, I noticed that my sword was
Wait, I've got my pickaxe
a little not so great, so I sacrificed all of my new enchanted items for their XP, and I repaired it. Man, am I not at all in a good place XP-wise right now. I had to deal with it, so I was ready to go back to the castle.
Right, wow! What the fuck? Get the fuck out!
Taking out the evokers, and everything was going to be fine, right? Well, no. It was the...
Get the fuck out!
I finished up in
Fucking stream, quit that!
into my inventory. I began making my way up the middle of
Yeah,
the tower, and there was a room full of evokers, illusions.
You're gay, you got the worst they are in.
It would be a good match for me. And honestly, things
This one has
didn't
count.
that bad yet. It was pretty rough, but I did clean up the room enough. And
Wow, you're fucking shit!
evokers, and I cleaned up all of their vex, and things were going to get...
Piece of every single fucking kill up you.
More chests, and each of them had more crazy loot, so things were looking really good.
Jane,
That is,
there's no way you keep dying in this fight.
final
They're actually all
set of
dog shit.
stairs, and I ran into another set of...
Oh, he's after this Ribbon kid then, that's not
It gave me
surprising.
the
He's
most
pretty
terrifying experience I think I've ever had in Minecraft. That is, other than Minecraft. These guys obliterating my shield.
I guess I'm pushing SolarClapz.
My health. They got me down to 2 hearts, and the Vindicator was still chasing
What the fucking?
Didn't have absorption of the golden
Zane, you should have let me in.
would have killed me. But I was on
You cheeky
and
bastard.
the terror was far from over because there
Oh,
was that all wanted my gamer butt cheeks. And they would
more like shit.
I desperately walked my way around the ground terrain of the castle,
What the fuck?
back to my waypoint, and I fled. And honestly, with the way my
Huh?
now, I don't know how much more of that place I was going to be able to fight against.
I'm getting molested by a 12
But
year
not
old.
that hard. And yes, that is what she said. So anyways, overall, I now have an additional...
Yeah, I see it better down.
And this whole incident took me until the end of day 52. For day 53, I kind of just spent the entire...
You're Ribbon, come on then, you fat bitch.
To give me some XP so I could begin repairing my armor.
Fucking what?
I fast
Fuck out.
traveled too much loot village.
26.
Most of my daylight just mining coal for some basic XP that wasn't going to try to kill me.
Sure, yeah.
I mean, it was also kind of a win-win because I could then trade that
Get the fuck out!
and for emeralds with my villagers. I continued doing this until the sunset, and I tried running around and killing mobs for XP, however, they ended up giving me
Get the
less,
fuck out!
which was honestly kind of sad. So instead, I went back home for the night, and I grinded all of my gear for XP, and I mass traded with my different villagers until all
Nah,
the pieces of
third
my armor
best.
were fully fixed. And now, I needed enough XP for unbreaking.
Yeah, he's best. Nah,
Nah,
I think I'm better than
But
Knucklehead.
hey, good news is, I leveled up my mending book guy, and his new enchantments were completely useless.
Fucking dead.
Nice.
Fucking dead!
I had an idea.
Fucking dead! What the fuck? Yes!
So I teleported back to a Loot Village waypoint, and I made my way over to the nearby
I know,
battle
right?
tower that I had left like 20 years ago. I quickly ran up each floor, except this time I lit up each of the spawners because
Oh,
I
that
was
was sick.
now going to try to turn this place into some jank looking.
Alright, you thunder pumping faggots.
Of course, I broke the disgusting Vex spawner
Fucking
apart
Gaylord.
because ew, Vex are bad.
Gaylord, Navas.
I went down and looted all of the chests, and I slowly...
Hey, you fr- I'm gonna go for an all-scope.
inside, while also blocking off the windows, so
BAM!
the tower would become a dark drop. This process took until about
Fucking cracked!
things were going pretty well. At this point, I had built the bottom killing chamber,
Oh, hey! What's it? Ah!
and to keep blood fields down. And the mobs that I was seeing
See?
in the distance looked awful to deal with.
You've
But
left me
since
with no other
I
choice now, lad.
I kind of just
Fucking-
kept working. That
This
is-
gun is gonna. Right, I'm switching to this lever action rifle now. That sniper.
So I
You're gonna
quickly
get
fled
bum
from
fucked.
dodging all the death, and whatever
No, my bad, man.
lizard-looking thing was that was Alakazamming that iron golem into the sky. No thank you. Anyways, once I made my way home, I waited away the rest of the blood moon by watching the chaos unfold.
Yeah, how do you know?
In the spruce village next
Whoa, 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 whoa!
to
You're shit!
after the blood moon,
You can spring because you're fucking shit!
headed back to the mob grinder. And this time, I was ready to finish the place by
Fucking
placing the
Spider-Man.
remaining water buckets that I needed.
How much people get stingers in
Each
these?
of the spawn-
Remon!
This makeshift spawn tower is now fully
Yeah.
operational. So I spent all of today and the next 2 days straight just grinding away at the spawns for some surprisingly very good XP.
Fuck off, Spider-Man, you shit!
It worked that well for this style of spawner, but honestly, beggars cannot be choosers. Overall, this was
Fuck off!
plus with my little
Milosumski!
bones.
That's what you do to your
Didn't
fucking...
need, and more importantly, during or afterwards. But at this point, now that I was using my sword so much more, I also needed to fix it up because it was taking a beating. However, I was fine because the XP was really low.
Fucking got pre-fired!
Using discs, even though there were
I'm out. I just got fucking pre-fired.
I had enough XP to finally add Unbreaking 3 to my helmet. Goodbye XP because this was such a waste. And of course, I had to go through and name
Fuck off, all
it League reference. So I named it Moving Rider.
You fucking what? You fucking what?
Comments down below. Also, no Googling.
Where are you, lad? Oh, you're. Oh, that's.
My XP was once again gone. It was back to that sweet mob grinder for some more XP.
I'm just get to 35 kills.
And the rest of my armor. However, first my sword was definitely going to need some love before it breaks. So I traveled over to my original version.
Fuck off!
Bought as many Breaking 1 books.
She be a bum nerd.
Then I traveled back home and grabbed a mending book and some handles. So this way I could upgrade efficiency.
Fucking oh hey, just
now that I have those resources, I
I'm not bringing my controller. If anything, I'm gonna break my monitor and my face.
All of my gear was dusted, or I guess the opposite of that would be better. Anyways, I began hacking away at skeletons and spiders before combining my combo.
Whoa! Sky's assault rifle, yeah, because every single right. It's good as Mythic SMG, because I fucking. I'm gonna get that. I feel sorry if it is. I'm gonna get it.
So I quickly delivered enough piles of mobs
33
to hit level 27.
I'm
added the enchants to my boy here.
How much you got?
Slayer. And now that he could finally heal from
how much you
the trauma that I've put him through, it's gonna suck trying to get him sharp in his spot. Just saying that. But all was good because I spent the rest of the night
SMG spray, you faggot!
Fixing good old Simp Slayer up. And on day 62, I went back to Paintopia for some more beautiful capitalism because my Unbreaking 1 here guy owed me some books. And now that I have the rest of the Unbreaking that I would need
fucking flag!
To lay XP farm, where I grinded enough XP to combine all of my Unbreaking books.
Kill the whole haze one shot! Nice. Pussy.
And one Unbreaking book my chest piece.
So
and after only 11 XP, I combined
Belly.
the chest piece with the Unbreaking
fucking
book, so it could reach.
How much kills you on?
Now I just need enough XP to finish repairing my sword and to unbreakify.
Fucking dickhead.
My legs and my boots. So I spent the rest of day
fucking dickhead! Fuck off!
Kind of AFKing in my platform that's high enough.
Fuck off, man! Imagine fucking doing this shit.
Mad piles of mobs and enough XP to work on my armor. And let's just say that it might have been a pretty bad idea to AFK that long because a massive snowstorm began in the game, and between the huge pile of mobs and all of that snow in the game, it definitely started chugging. But the XP that I got from this was
yes! One more.
Almost instantly fully repair my sword, and I gave Breaking 3 to my leggings and my boots, and my armor was now officially decked out and ready for those sussy evokers effect. However, I wasn't done here, because I had now amassed a chest full of enchanted bows, and most of them had power 2, which gave me a big brain idea. So I began combining different bows together until I got a power 2
if I have to kill this
Breaking 3 bow.
Crack the superhero! Boxed him up!
However, not before I got power 5. And overall, this was a
fuck!
process that took until the end of day 64.
Oh, one more kill, man. Come on.
The last 2 bows together to get infinity.
Just absolutely fucking stream snap the superhero.
And of course, I named this bow
I don't know why I said stream
shoot face in honor of someone from Florida.
Cracked him up!
If you know,
get him! Yes! Leave!
It is not going to be fun to repair in the future because it costed 63 levels. Yikes. In day 65, I woke up on breaking gear, including my sword and bow, and I was feeling
drunken Irish, they will answer anymore. I'll suck your dick every day so it doesn't go anymore.
I traveled back to the first dungeon that I had fought so I could steal one of the piles of obsidian. And while I was here breaking them, it turned out that each of these obsidian pile things had 3 free golden blocks inside. Stunks. So after stealing their gold and taking all of the obsidian, I walked out of here with about 28 obsidian, and I smacked a couple of witches on the way out because for some reason they kept spawning in. One of them gave me a free 3 potions.
I'm being cheeky to my one.
But you know what? I'll take it.
I said I want a large Big Mac meal.
I made myself a nether portal downstairs because I was going to...
Jeez! Fucking jeez, brothers! Fuck off!
Let alone go to the end. And after going through the portal, it felt like I was in another world. Because something was different. Biomes were different. There was a terrifying tentacle monster down below in the lava, and there were mobs everywhere. So, first thing I did was take a shot at the tentacle monster down below because, you know, why not? For some reason, he blew up. I guess that's just what happens when you bottle your emotions too much. I wouldn't know that. Don't look at me. Anyways, those explodey boys were not why I was here. So I began climbing up my way to this nearby set of nether bricks in the hopes that I had spawned directly next to a nether fortress. And while I was here, I noticed a casual pile of piglin boots nearby that I wanted nothing to do with. So I continued digging up, and huge surprise, the structure was a dock. Inside was a small room with a zombie piglin spawner that I honestly shouldn't have broken because I could have been a build farm, but we all make mistakes, right? It is acceptable. On day 66, I kept exploring around, but there wasn't much else in this part of the nether, so I went back home, so that way I could build myself another nether portal somewhere else. And the second I teleported back, I was ecstatic to see another bloodline. So instead of sleeping away the night, I kind of just AFK'd the last line away, while taking random pop shots at different mobs, kind of just to see what they would do. While I was doing this, one of them dropped me a free ice cap, which I probably will never use. Anyways, once the blood moon was finally over, I fast traveled back to Paintopia so I could build a new nether portal. And this time, I did not make it one too high like I always do. Don't know why I do that, it just happens. So after finishing the portal, I gave it a light and I went through and I spawned
Drunken Irish.
that had snow magma that for some reason still overall, this biome was gorgeous. As I see the distance, you guessed it, probably right. Honestly, with waypoints, it is so much easier dealing with another. So I began making my way over.
We're in the game right now, but after we die,
I was stopped by a distraction. I found this small netherrack tower that was full of piglins, and I saw some chests right further along. So I whipped out Shooty McShootface, and I deleted any and every
Brad, can you mute your mic?
I saw burning areas, and I went down there to steal those chests. To my surprise, downstairs area had some netherworts and soul sand. So now, if I didn't find any in the nether fortress, I was still good to go. And after stealing that, I checked all of the chests, and I got some of my very first nether scraps from these boys, along with way too many enchanted items that I struggled to stuff into my inventory. Overall, it was still a mega successful day, so I headed back home to grindstone all of that armor and tools and to clean out my inventory. On day 67, I went back to ready to take on whatever that fortress had in store for me. And the very first thing I got to see after building over was a wither skeleton with a bow. And honestly, those things, I'm so glad they're not in vanilla Minecraft because they suck. They manage to shoot you from a distance and still give you the withering effect. However, I did manage to take him out, and he dropped me my very first wither skull in this world. That was a sign that today was going to be great. And great it was, because right after getting here, they immediately found a blaze spawner. The guys practically printed blaze rods with Simp Slayer by my side here. It was loading 3 for the win, and things were going GG easy. That is until he spawned. Apparently in this mod pack, all of the mobs each of the past mob builds are
the Gold Striker bumpers the auto shotgun in Fortnite.
And if I wasn't baked out and full top full diamond armor with a golden apple resistance, I'm sure he'd make my life king blaze rod a living tower. Anyways, though, since all my armor and tools were good, I quickly took him out, and I ended up with 26 blaze rods, and it was safe to say that I was ready to go. So I placed down a waypoint so that way I could come here anytime I want.
The Gold Striker bumpers the auto shotgun in
Fortnite. And now that I was home and I had the blaze powder that I needed, I crafted some ender pearls into piles of ender, and I teleported back to the dungeon to get another obsidian for some ender chests. Then, while crafting the ender chest, I was thinking about how I used silk touch in order to pick them back up, and then I thought about something that I had saved in my recipes from earlier when looking at backpacks. I could make a sewing table and use it to craft myself something called an ender backpack, which is honestly crazy. This thing is insane. It was like a portable ender chest, but I only had to right click to access. So I placed them on the other ender chests to test out if they connected to each other, and they worked perfectly, and I was absolutely stoked. Even though it didn't look like each time I opened this thing, it was doing approximately 1% of its durability. So it looks like they were probably worth about 100 pieces, which to be fair, in comparison to opening an ender chest, placing it and breaking it every time, it got pretty fine. So it is until the morning of day 68, I woke up with the genius idea of enchanting the best. So I grabbed a book of mending to test it out, and let's go, it freaking works. So I quickly also go to Paintopia, and I grabbed 4 unbreaking matchbooks, or unbreaking 3, and I headed back home and combined them all into one unbreaking 3 mending book, which I didn't have enough XP to then add to the ender chest, where I quickly gathered enough levels, and I named the ender bag Backpack Backpack. Don't look at me all disappointed. Now that it was enchanted, I tried using it, and it no longer took 1% durability. Plus, I could now mend it with offhand when grinding for XP, which kind of feels weird, but honestly, I would be down for this if you didn't even know I had it, because it makes almost no difference. Anyways, though, now that I have my backpack, I was curious, and I tried putting it into my backpack slot to save in storage, and of course it didn't work. So I checked the pricing recipes of other backpacks, and apparently I now need hand leather, which is made by Small Bound Leather, which I then get by using a sewing paper. So I gathered leather from my chests, and I found them, smelted them, and I crafted myself a white backpack. And that was the only color gold I actually had. And I added it to my backpack, which I had no clue how to use, besides taking it off and opening it. By the way, I was a very happy guy, because I was a border. I always said, Twitter gang, day 69, and all of the lucky number, and finally being prepared to take on the rest of the
My dad spoils me with video games.
And at first, things were pretty tame.
And we like to roughhouse in the
new
living room.
territory. And there were still
But
so
most of
many
all, I
evokers,
love my dad
vindicators,
because
and
he's just as caring
But
as
hey,
my
at
mom.
least I finally figured out how to
When I
properly
found
kill
out they were
lizards,
getting
because not
married,
gonna lie,
I
had
thought,
zero clue up until
yes,
now.
I can
So
get a
the
baby
one takeaway
brother!
from the fact that today was terrifying. Because these evokers and vindicators all have me super red on hot, and they melt when I enter their world. Honestly, without beacons, I don't think this place is really even though I still
My
get
dad
a ton of
spoils
loot
me
and
with
whatnot,
video games.
it's a lot of loot and stuff.
And we like to roughhouse in the living room.
Anyways, I continued on and ended up finding an enchanting room with 2 chests of OP loot, and of course I stole the enchantment table now that I had a diamond pickaxe. And not too far from this, I found myself a cluster of barrels full of insane loot.
Let's do some creative. This guy just came on. He needs to warm up.
This place once and for all today. After
Yeah,
finding and
me
managing
too.
to kill one of the last 2 evokers up top, things were getting way too dicey because they both began piling up the sky demons. And they were hitting like mini flying dump trucks. And at this point, without my golden apples, I would probably be dead.
I'll get my ass
I was
kicked.
quickly running out of them. So I
Maybe.
went over to water bucket
You never know.
right down the side of the building, and I quickly fell back home.
Free fire,
Don't
that's
worry,
Iron Man.
because I may have lost this battle, but I will.
It's a console player.
So
You're so
on day
shit, man,
70,
it's
I
Mike.
went out on an apple gathering mission in the fields near the Loot Waystone village. That way I could
No,
replenish
say
my
pretty
golden
please
apples
when you get it
without
off.
trading with farmers. And I ran around these fields plucking red apples from trees for pretty much the entire
Nah,
day.
Ali,
Not
why do you
only
leave my
that,
creative?
I also found
I mean,
some
come on.
villager outposts hidden away inside of the spruce forest. And they had a banner board I had zero interest in dealing with because I'm not really a huge fan of raids spawning in my base, you know? Anyways, by the time the day was over, stuff was going down.
Yeah,
Which
fuck
was
that,
only
see.
at work is pretty trash, but you know what? I will take what I can get. So I went back home and I crafted all 14 of these apples into golden boys, and I grabbed my 1 god apple to use as a trump card just in case that last evoker ended up being an anime antagonist. And on day 71, now that I was prepared, I traveled back to the castle and I made my way up to the top of the building and I broke in so I could take on the remaining enemies. And things went easy peasy, just as planned. I quickly ran in, chased down what I thought was the final evoker, but it turned out that there was about 4 more of them, which I guess would really explain just
Fucking hell.
the effects were spawning. But nonetheless, I defeated each and every one of them without taking that much damage. And now that I had finally defeated everyone in this entire castle over the course of like the untold of this video, I began searching for my winnings. And while I was looking around, I saw this purple hole that I decided to take so I could craft a purple backpack that matched my channel colors, and it turns out that there was a hidden chest inside of it. And this chest didn't really have anything particularly crazy, but while I was organizing the loot into my inventory, a cave spider attacked me from above. And as you probably know, cave spiders don't really spawn the spawn. My loot senses were tingling, so I built my way up, and there was an entire attic with some spawners and a ton of
GG's.
I quickly cleaned up all of the case fighters with my bow and sword, and the chests were loaded by mine. There were so many of them, and they were all filled with some gold, iron, diamonds, and crazy enchanted gear. I needed a good pickaxe and axe, and I had all the things inside these chests. Neither of those things were present. They gave me nothing but armor and no tools. Anyways, though, after looting most of these chests, I very quickly ran out of
Bro, what the fuck
space
is this,
in my
mate?
ender bag, my backpack, and my inventory, so I had to go back to the waypoint and
Oh,
rebuild my
don't be
inventory. But either way, this
Where is
max
that?
had a total of
Reaching
37
them.
diamonds inside of all the chests. That's right, just this attic area had 37 diamonds. It was very safe to say.
I don't know which ones I'll leave them.
Ali's the one without the cactus shirt.
I headed back to the castle, climbed back up, and finished stealing all of my winnings with all of those epic battles. And somehow now there were 2 new evokers just kind of hanging out. I have no clue where they came from, but just like the others,
Oh man!
so I control
you did,
all of
obviously.
the land. And I may have casually struggled cleaning up the Vex. They spawned while that Christmas cards buried in the repressed memory section of the brain, weapons, what I wanted from all of the barrels, while also stealing all of the hay bales, watermelons, and cobwebs for string, because I fought hard for this loot, damn it, and I'm going to take all of it. And now that this entire castle is fully looted and all of the mans were now memories, I climbed up to the roof to watch the sunset, and it was beautiful. But like all beautiful things in life, sunset had to come to an end. So I climbed my way down, and I headed back to the looting village, so that way I could take my castle waypoint home with me. And once I got home, these are what my huge loot chests ended up looking like. Do you like what you see? Because I know I do. If you're proud of me for defeating that massive pile of craziness, don't forget to leave a like down below, because I know I'm proud, and just look at all of this gorgeous loot that I got. It's beautiful. The next day, day 73, now that I had conquered both the massive wooden
Yeah,
city
so go
and
fuck
the
yourself.
evil pillager castle, I was ready for my next big challenge. Today,
Bro, mute that guy, man, please.
but I wasn't quite sure if I was ready.
Look at my mind.
0 ping Ali, man. Honestly, tell yourself, 0 ping nigger.
Ah, you're just bad.
He's not, he's 0 ping. He takes everything.
Nah, you're bad, bro. Nah, you're bad.
You realize your dad to me last year, fat
Yeah,
cunt.
I think you're bad.
Come film me then.
Sword to fist.
You're bad, bro.
Honestly, this
Stop
battle was
fucking fat
quite
cunt.
intense. So
I'm not fat, bro. I'm not fat. I used to be.
Yes, you are.
Used to be fat. Big difference. It's only fat, bro. You want me to spam your ass off? Ah!
Yeah, spam me.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
just like that, I had taken down Frostmourne,
Yeah,
even before I had beaten the Ender Dragon. And he even dropped his ice weapon that I could use to freeze enemies in place, which would hopefully come in handy with all of those pillagers in the castle next door. Either way, this battle was the perfect amount of fun and challenging. And if you notice, I had a very close call to send me down the line to the
Foxy!
However, I still hold true and we defeated our first boss. And as much as I wanted those pillars to run and get a beacon before I came back, of course, knowing me, sat here sniping them from the distance until a siege of bowboys poured out from a place the battlefield into that scene from a movie. Looking for some Endermen so I could then find the stronghold next.
I don't really some squads. So I'm the shittest player here,
Felt
so.
really laggy and no mobs seemed to be spawning until I was randomly yeeted off of a cliff like 20 blocks, which I of course didn't get in the board. And then all of the mobs just kind of started spawning. However, now my bow stopped working.
Oh, of course, 200 full
bullets
screen.
went to the ground. Things kind of clicked now because back when I was shooting all of those pillagers, my bow shots didn't make much sense. Sometimes they would overshoot, sometimes they would undershoot, and not in the way that you normally would expect. So you know what? I kind of just figured tonight was not the night to go ender. On day 74, I started off the day by replacing my long-gone friend, the Iron Axe, with this luscious and only took 74 days to do that. Anyways, I didn't really know what to do today, but I know I wanted to get more loot.
Then it's just good.
Yeah, I'm the shittest player here.
No.
But did you know that Nax is my page? He does everything I say.
That's why I'm doing squad, isn't it?
Yeah. You have your own kind control.
I was trying to edit fucking Alan.
I just kind of continued off into the snowy woods looking for something to do.
You know what I mean by Alan in zero ping?
Running into this witch
No,
Nah, I don't.
didn't really seem
No,
like
first time.
Oh yeah, no listen, I was playing fucking solos on my controller, my old account, and legit, I think it's 400 the whole time.
future farm or something, but instead I ended up breaking most of them because it kind of felt like it was going to be too much effort. And then
Two sweaty bastards on me.
come out. Which you may be thinking, you know, who cares?
Fucking box,
First off, what do you mean for me? Second off, cows sources of food. I would also like to point out in my notes there was one of the voice efficient sources. Anyways, those steaks, they got food. And I can use this to automate this into a steak farm.
Yeah, after the next round,
Give me
leave.
infinite and efficient food. Plus, I could also turn it into like a makeshift XP farm if I wanted to deal with auto pickles, which I probably don't. Anyways, still my remaining waypoint, and I named it against cows.
Because I want to pound you. I want to go arena.
And after claiming that place for some pretty unethical future plans, I continued exploring for the field. I ran into another one.
Oh, my shit doesn't reset, man. It doesn't reset.
Similar to the one that I explored earlier in the
My shit
video,
doesn't
I was a
reset.
lot less prepared. Anyways, though, they turned out because I was a full diamond boy, so I made my way down to the main room, and after walking around all of the entrances, I actually decided to go down to the weird maze of catacombs below. And boy, was I glad that I did not do this before, because things down here were super hectic. There were spawners.
For fuck's sake, I can't fucking move.
Zombies, plus skeletons that had swords and axes, which did a pretty decent amount of damage, even with diamond armor. And to make it all worse,
For fuck!
I stumbled from some weird ice mine shaft that kept melting every time I placed torches down next to them. And honestly, it just made my life so much harder while I was down here. That's okay, because coming down here was super profitable. And you know how we feel about profit around here. There were chests everywhere that had iron, gold, emeralds, which I really needed, and freaking diamond tools inside of them, which is kind of also ironic because I'm not coming on Rocket, by the way. Overall, though, I was down here until the end of day 77.
So I'm playing Fortnite.
I had made out pretty well. I ended up with this entire
Yeah, I'm playing with Jane's cousins and his friends.
He's gonna pick me up at half the way.
Alright. I think my mum's getting me McDonald's, so they've gone us to throw out ages now.
No, day 78, after finally leaving that.
They might kick you, I'll tell them not to kick you.
Nighttime,
Yeah.
which was perfect for me.
I'm inviting my cousin here.
I was still in need of some elusive Endermen, so I spent the rest of this night running around in the cold, taking out any mobs that I could find, and unfortunately I only ended up with one Enderman, and he dropped one singular pearl, which was okay, I guess. No, it wasn't okay, just how awful mobs are inside of this biome. There are ice skeletons everywhere.
I don't
that constantly kept giving me service. There are ice creatures that, to be honest, I don't really know what they do, but I don't really want to. And there's zombies that like to hit me with their balls.
I hacked your account and bought you some.
Icing on this cake made of dung.
I hacked your account and bought you
Soldiers were
something.
spawning here, and they were easy peasy to eat. And they gave me 3 emeralds, which was a pretty nice addition to wasting my entire night inside of this field. So after taking out as many mobs as I could, I kept exploring.
What did you actually get,
The
Alfie?
sun began to rise, and I found a nice spruce village that I of course stole from. I mean, this wouldn't really be one of my videos, but putting villages in their place. So I first stole the waypoint that I could.
What did you get?
If I found one, and then I found this lumberjack's chest that was way too OP for its own good. There were emeralds,
What did you get?
iron, hardly a seed, and 2 more diamonds. Man, villagers must love me or something. Not sure why though, I treat them like crap. On day 79, now that the sun was up, and the roosters were sounding like dying monsters, yep, that's a thing, it was time for me to move on past this village, and like 4 inches away, there was another one of those
What did you get?
cottages that normally wouldn't be a big deal, However, today I had enough emeralds on me
Hello?
to finally.
What did you get?
So that way I could
I
test
got
out the portal
a
inside
double
of it. And after
cheeseburger.
buying the lighter,
Right,
I
what?
ended up to add it to one of the stairs and things like that, and I rigged up the portal, and it just kind of worked. It became something
Is that
called
funny?
an Everdawn portal. So I placed down a waypoint that would lead me back here.
That was funny,
and I went
wasn't it?
through, and once I got here, this place blew my mind. There was an entire
Should we play that
dimension
mythic desert
of
thingy?
The very first thing I noticed was this massive, gorgeous-looking building.
And
that I
team with that
absolutely needed
in
to
that
explore.
mall.
However, as I began making my way towards it,
No, Alfie. Yes, Alfie, yes.
and he ended up running.
What the fuck?
So, hitting back with the good old Simp Slayer, and apparently regular weapons do less damage to mobs.
Alfie?
At this point, I decided to do some quick research.
Wait, what skin was that last
This
night?
book that I had bought a long time ago was actually super useful for
It's in
pulling
the
what
item
was
shop right
related
now. I
to this
think it's
dimension.
called.
Yes, it turns out that there were two dimensions.
It's called
Eventually,
Crusher.
today,
Crusher.
this one was the dimension of eternal night. It turns out that each of these dimensions
Oh,
have different
yes,
dungeons
Crusher.
with boss fights inside. And that tower that I was looking at contains one of those boss fights. However, I should probably
Are you
some of
playing
these
Fortnite
so that way I
on
can make some more effective weapons. So I went back to
Yeah, I've been streaming for 2 hours.
so that way I can
5
store the
hours even.
waypoint
Sorry, 5
and
hours.
use it as a checkpoint.
5?
Yeah, I got up this morning at 6
The sun
o'clock.
went down, and I began preparing.
Oh, it's about to be 6 hours.
I first dumped out a ton of loot that I had found on the couch,
Eyes on Papa!
and I crafted
Dr. Beelan!
2 more golden ones just in case the
Bradley's
fight
head
goes
is
south.
so
And after
big.
this, I spent
I
the
know
rest
you
of
are.
the night setting up my inventory so I would
Get
be
Ocean's
ready
Burst.
to take on anything
What the fuck?
this dimension can throw at
Get
me.
up,
Or at
get the
least
tack
that's
shotgun
what I
like
had
we
thought.
did last time.
Yeah!
Fast traveled back, went through
Nah,
the world,
yeah,
saved
sorry.
pain. Now just
Then we got a
upon first walking up on the building, I tried to
Gunner
see the
Stinger
station
SMG,
sign, and apparently you can't place
shockwaves and some.
which was totally not an ominous
Wait,
sign
where do you
in
get the
slightest.
Gunner
So
SMG?
ignoring the fact
Here!
I began climbing up
There!
the stairs while low-key
Oh,
losing my
what?
mind with fear, and the first enemy that I
There!
found ended up being this witch. That
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
listened to my goal like a smart big
We're going away!
wood, and after throwing only a couple of potions,
Imagine
she
somebody's already
destroyed
in
my
the
health.
Imagine somebody's already in the vault.
I quickly fled down the stairs, and I went
We need to get kills
a new
tomorrow.
totem. I also
Why
realized
would
that
you
you
fuck?
could apparently wear 2 of them at the same time, which was kind of useful, not gonna lie. But yeah, either way, I was not going back there anytime soon because I need to be much stronger.
Connect!
So with that failure beside me, first thing I began
Ebook,
to do
Prick down.
Ebook, chill out.
Box.
because
Cracked! On me, cracked!
6% damage.
On me! Cracked!
I'm
However,
on
instead of
15
reloading my
HP.
villager
Cracked!
to make an enchantment. With one
I'm
of these
fucked,
tables
I'm dead.
occasionally borrowed. So I went back to the
I've reached
previous
a
dungeon
gay
that I
bender.
had beaten, and I spent the rest of the day and all of
See!
bookshelves from every
yeah,
floor
yeah.
and
Wanna
walls
mess
there,
with me?
collecting
Yeah.
any remaining gold
Yeah.
buckets inside of the center
You shit
of
anyways,
the
bro.
obsidian piles. By the time I got home,
I heard who's got blue tack behind me.
33 stacks of books,
I got
which is
gold
very safe to say that it was
tack.
mega overkill,
Oh.
but I mean, I could always trade them for emeralds, so at the end of the day, things still worked out pretty well.
What the fuck?
So now that I had a decent amount of books, or
Dead!
I would say, I crafted myself 21 fresh but never frozen bookshelves, and I built myself a brand new enchantment set of
Dead!
where a bunch of these random bookshelves used to be, and now that I had an enchantment set up, the very first thing that I went to test out was enchanting my brand new diamond
did you
shield.
die?
And apparently you cannot enchant them like you could in Arlcraft, which
I've died twice. You're just camping in a fucking
next
box.
best thing instead, and I grabbed one of my
I got kills, I don't know about you.
that I had looted from that dungeon,
I got
and I had the option for
Wow,
either
fucking
efficiency forward or vein mining, which gave me an idea.
2 kills is a lot, isn't it?
Efficiency for enchantment,
I've got
and
3.
I also gotten breaking free for free. However, I just so happened to have a vein mining
Why
book
so
inside
laggy?
of one of my chests that I added to it so that way I could test
That is a PC player! That is a controlled PC player!
Unfortunately, it does not work like the
I killed a PC player! Ah!
of an enchantment. Hog. But that was okay because I went back to my enchantment table to enchant my diamond pickaxe, and this one only gave me efficiency 4,
No, I
so
just
I
died.
crafted myself another one, and I grinded a bunch of iron enchanted gear for enough XP to enchant it at level 3. And this boy gave me Silk Touch, efficiency 4, and Unbreaking 3, which was perfect. So I combined both of the picks into one, and I gave them the totally not terrible name, Picture Perfect, because it's Silk Touch. Get it? It's funny. Laugh at it.
Alfred, you're a
Anyways, it is
dickhead.
now an efficiency 5, Silk
What mean you fucking what?
3 pickaxe. And now all I need was
Dead.
so I grabbed the mending books for my chests, and I first added mending
Dead.
to the pickaxe, and after that I added mending to the
Dead.
new axe that I then named Axceptional. Because at this point you can probably tell that my pun game was on point today. And if you disagree, you should leave a like on the video, because YouTube will leave your dislikes.
We love chicken. House. We like his ball. We like his ball. We like his ball. We like his
I
ball.
also explored the end a little before these 100 days were over. So I grabbed about half
Alfie,
the gold I
dickhead.
had, and I went back to the nether
Dickhead.
with piglins. This process,
I've got enough for the vault, Alfie.
to be honest, the first group of piglins
Let me in,
just
let me
kept
in.
taking over
Quick!
without giving me anything in return. And to add insult to injury,
Come to. Right, ready?
themselves full gold
Go quick.
without
Close
even
it. Close
trading
it.
anything. So I
Right,
revoked
leave it,
their
leave it.
licenses to exist.
Alfie, next time you're paying.
Scammed out of my hard-earned gold.
When I
moved on
get
to this
enough
next guy
gold,
who
that is.
actually traded me
I'm not paying it. I've only got
some
10 now.
things in return for my gold. So I just kind of sat here collecting the loot that he had dropped
I've
and
only
sorting
got-
through it until I noticed something just a little sus. Out of all of these trades, he had dropped me 0 pearls.
Fuck off.
So either I was just very super ultra unlucky, like anti-dream, or they just don't drop pearls in this mod pack, which really wouldn't make much sense. But either way, I
Alfie, let me in.
wasting my gold. So I looked up ender pearls using the TMI
Just wait, just leave it here,
and
just
I
leave it
had
here.
forgotten that cleric villagers actually trade you them when they hit level
Shit.
5. So instead of wasting my time on this, I went
Right, the vault closed, so don't step out the vault.
for some
That's not what I mean, let me in.
huge
Yeah.
surprise or not.
Chinese like a melody in my head, like a kid. Ralph, you stay in the vault. When it closes, you have to open it again. Well, well, only if I want to come in.
So much. I get some capitalisms in the comments down below. The algorithm loves capitalism. Literally. Anyways, I took all of those resources and I traveled back to Paintopia to
No!
brand new villager friend to become my new cleric. Once I had this guy,
I feel let me in!
tons and tons of emeralds for redstone, lapis.
Close!
To be honest, we're all pretty used to them. I didn't really need them. And
Oh,
after
in the
doing these
fucking
easy
face.
trades, he had leveled up enough to get ender pearls.
Let him in, let him in.
5 emeralds each, which I was only able to buy about 7 of because I didn't really have enough emeralds. So I went back to my
I'm talking
base,
boxes.
I mass traded for iron, books, string with my villagers until I had enough emeralds to buy what I
Oh, yeah,
needed.
that's
And
I'll
after
pursue more.
cleared once more, I now had 19 more ender pearls.
Look at your crown wings.
Suck on these, piglins. Anyways, once returning home again, I crafted some of
Can't
the ender
even
pearls
get it.
into Eyes of Ender, and now I had 25
Did it?
Eyes of Ender
Second
and
box
9
one.
spare ender pearls.
I'll feel open it.
Some of those MLGs were fighting the Ender Dragon. And now that I had one
I'll fit
last thing
3, 2, I'm gonna store them out.
Stronghold,
Go!
a couple of loose ends that I needed to tie up in preparation
What
to
the
go
fuck just
to
happened?
end. And one of the very first things that I tried to do was add Sweeping Edge 3 and Fire Aspect 2 to Simp Slayer, which would end up costing me over
Coffee, you got enough gold, surely.
efficiently I had leveled
I
up
don't.
this
How much gold do you want?
which I guess wasn't that bad in comparison to how much it would
20.
cost me to
No,
put
you're
this
not. That's
Ender
lies,
enchantment on my helmet.
I'm not
It's only
joking.
67.
You're not on 20, you got only 3 kills.
I do.
Number, which
No,
is
I
so
have
absurd.
20.
I guess I'll just have to do
How
it
much kills do you have?
Enderman, to be honest. On day 85, since I couldn't upgrade my armor any further, there was one more thing that I
You need to
needed
get 8 more,
before
and then I need to
go
get
the
5
end.
more.
I needed some more backpacks for some super efficient inventory management.
Yes, Alfie!
Kind of just grinding away at my cow farm for some leather, and then binding that leather with string, tanning that
Fuck!
leather with
I just got the vault in my
using
life now.
whatever wool that I had to craft myself a total of 5 new backpacks. And
Isn't it?
unfortunately, only one of them was their channel color, purple. But at least during this day, I also learned that I saw
No!
around this
I'm getting a pump, I'm gonna one pump
pass
everyone
for
in
me.
my fucking
No lights
ass.
in my house, thank you. Anyways, I spent
I'm
the
getting
rest
distracted.
of this day finishing my preparations to go stronghold hunting.
I think I'm coming to the vault with you.
Even put my new backpack collection
These two kids are
inside
fucking
of
playing
the
after
future
fucking
shoulders
tree.
that I got, which would then go inside of my ender chest for some maximum insane portable storage once I found my first end city. On day 86, I woke up and while adding the finished
Oh, this kid dropped some
inventory,
fucking
I ended up finding 50 more strings inside of one of my chests. So
I've got the most kills! Who's got the most kills? Who's got the most kills?
my ender chest full of supplies.
Yeah!
I set off in search of the stronghold
I'm kind of-
by using my eyes of ender. And not too long into the search, I found a brand new pirate ship, and this time I was well prepared to
There's a kid in the
RKO
vault.
all of those jerks and yoink their loot. So I began by taking some perfectly aimed, amazing bow shots from a distance, if I do say so myself. And once enough of them were eliminated, I then moved in for the kill by digging my way into the bottom of the ship. And once I was in, I began one by one sniping any of the remaining boys on top of the deck until I couldn't really see any more of them. And at this point, I said, I broke through the blocks and I ran out as quickly as I could, and I was chased off
Aim.
by two very easy to drown vindicators. And speaking of easy to drown vindicators,
I'm sorry!
locker, I used my water bucket to get back up the side of the boat, and I built up and headshot all of the remaining vindicators until I got the chance to run into the
hell, why is my mum not
area
replying?
and break their spawner, which
Fucking
would probably
hell,
make an
Mum,
amazing
okay.
emerald farm, but I mean I could always find another ship in the future if I do end up continuing the series. Anyways, I spent the rest
Now
of
I'm
the day
getting bored.
looting all of the chests for loot, and I ended up with
Fucking aimbot!
a bunch of TNT and some
That's it,
more
I'm getting
free gunpowder.
Well, I'm
Day
ringing them,
87
man.
is
I'm
starting
ringing
off
them,
the
man.
day by getting a little quirky,
Okay,
and
I'm ringing them.
I stole all the
I'm
entire
so
first
my
mass of
hope.
the ship with a pair of shears.
Sorry,
Because,
the
hey,
person
this world
called
was free
isn't
real estate
available
on
at the
screen.
moment.
Oh, is it
I
not?
could
Fucking,
use
I'll
to
tell you
make
that
more
for now.
backpacks. Everybody
Oh, yeah,
loves
his phone's
backpacks,
dead, isn't he?
Right? So after finishing that,
Right, Mum,
some theft,
fuck
I
all
then
you.
jumped off of the boat.
She's on another
and
line.
to the island that was further in the direction of the stronghold.
Bradley,
I checked my inventory.
there's a kid that's got
and
the
I got
hat.
2.5 stacks of
Sorry, you're not
armor
gonna
and
sit
a
up to show.
safe circle, which
Alright.
is still pretty good, I'm not gonna lie.
Alright.
For the people that like a little path out there, that turned out to about 56 brand new backpacks.
Oh, I forgot to do it to get his eyes.
Anyways, now that I was back on land, I continued using eyes of
Forgot to do it
Ender.
to get
I
his
found myself with
glasses.
2 more ships in the distance that I was hoping I could visit. It is until the pearls started leading back into the
What,
super
dude,
dense
can we
forest
slow
that
that
made it
some
pretty
glasses?
difficult to actually
Yeah.
follow them. And then
Well,
when I
yeah,
was inside
yeah.
the forest, one of
Yeah,
the
you got to
pearls
get some
finally
movement.
led straight into the ground.
What the?
I dug straight down until I hit this little cave system, and finally,
I got
had found the
60
stone
bones.
brick that I had been looking for. And let me tell you now, this place was a massive surprise.
Okay, I've got
This place
140.
blew my mind. I've seen this mod in different mod packs before, but I've never actually played one that had it.
I'm gonna fight.
It was fully decked out and massive. This place was absolutely gorgeous. I began exploring around until I
Box!
found a new library.
Cracks!
Literally
It's me,
in love.
it's
He's
me.
in my box!
Beyond cool. I could spend so much time just exploring around.
What is you?
I don't
Oh.
know why. I kinda
Nah, it didn't show the name tag for
pile
some
of
reason.
books, lighting them up, and there was a couple of chests to loot and some spawners that I ended up breaking. Plus, I stole a free block of iron and a free block of
Can I
gold
kill you?
until
I
I
need to
left
get
the
a
library and I
card.
finally found
Time
what I was
paying
here
on it.
for. And the new portal room
Oh, yeah, I forgot
was
about that.
crazy cool. This
Slammed on me
place
then,
kept my
one more.
mind imploding at the seam. I needed to make this place into my new base or something. So I placed down away from me
Fucking change!
God tier stronghold.
Dead.
Then I quickly stopped back at home so that way I could dump out my inventory of stuff that I had freshly looted along.
You're fucking
I
shit!
teleported back, fully lit up the portal, and I jumped through ready to destroy
Right, outfit.
dragon. And honestly, this fight went super well. I started by absolutely popping
Fortnite's left with no other
to
choice.
break all of the lower towers until I needed to water bucket
Good outfit!
with one of the highest crystals. And while I was up here, I quickly sniped out all of the remaining crystals. And now the only thing that was left
I'm in the vault outfit! Yes!
was beating that dragon. And for some reason,
I'm in the vault! I'm in the vault! I'm in the vault!
damage from the sharpness 4 crits,
Are you
and it took me about 4
Yep.
different cycles to take her down.
I'm in the vault!
So
I'm right
there also
outside.
might have been this incident where
Nah, I'm fine,
she yeeted me into the air.
But I like you.
Ender
Nah, I'm just gonna sit in here.
don't mention
I can make a base in
Long
this.
story short, this fight ended up
No,
being
Bradley.
GG
Let me
easy,
in.
and I had
I'm gonna die.
so now that she was gone, I got that sweet XP.
Yeah,
and I tried to
die
take
now,
the
you
egg, but I kinda just
loser.
bugged out.
Yeah, because you're all over there. How am I meant to get you to do?
Out there, and honestly, I don't really care about it. The egg doesn't mean that much.
I
to me,
was
so
fighting,
just
and I was right next to the door and you wouldn't open it.
And rightfully claiming the end as my own domain, on day 89, I built my way up to the Farlands portal, built a tiny platform around it, and then ender pearled my way, and I had spawned on top of a ton
Quick,
of
quick!
purple and black trees, and if you've seen my
You're paying next time, Alf, because I just paid again.
probably be familiar with. However,
Yeah,
this
I
end
need 2
was
more
much
kills.
different, because in the distance
Kill me.
I saw my very first end tower, and this thing looked insane.
Right, and then I'm coming back here, and then you kill me again. And then...
So I began
Just stay in the
my
vault.
way over, and my fight with the many shulkers had begun. Can I get a hello shulker boxes in the comments section? Anyways, one by one,
I killed.
defeated
I
all
have
the shulkers
100 gold
first
now.
room,
So I
upon
killed
making
the
Yeah, buy it, buy it.
saw a
Buy it, that's what I
shulker
mean.
spawner. Part of me really wanted to save it for some kind of cool...
I got him! Alf, get in quick!
Since it was
Not close! Yes!
tower,
I didn't even have to
I
buy
didn't
anything.
have
I didn't.
to.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't
either.
have to.
The Spider-Man paid.
I had figured, you know, maybe that was a shulker spawner
Should we, like,
inside the whole
open it,
tower,
Bradley,
right?
and
Well, I would be very, very wrong. Because this entire tower was nothing. There were spawners everywhere and never-ending shulkers. And when I got to the top of this tower, it had 8 more spawners and 8 pedestals that had 3 different colored shulker boxes just kind of sitting on them. Plus, in addition, full of busted,
Hello?
enchanted items that include a ton of diamonds.
Wait, McDonald's.
Gold photos.
I'm going for it now, but I'm not getting a McFlurry. The melted back time I bring it back.
Of course,
No, you don't.
into
Yes, it was.
Alright, can I get a large Big Mac
one
then?
of my totems of a bike. And
Bradley,
honestly,
open it
Big
for
Mac
me.
or double Big Mac.
probably about
A large Big Mac meal,
just
please.
Bradley, open it for me.
The ones you get is large drink and large fries.
In fact, each one of the
Yeah?
towers in this
Bradley, open
city
it for
have
me.
an individual shulker spawner up top.
Yeah, we're going McDonald's now.
Colored
Alright.
shulker boxes.
Alright.
So I
Yeah.
continued my way through every part of the end city
See ya.
until I was finally
Bye.
ready to
Bye.
take on the new in-ship balloon. And damn was this thing very well protected. There were sky demon spawners on top of it that I had to
Wait till they break this build, and then right, you're gonna open it, Alfie. Actually, I'll open it. You ready? Aim it at his head.
I had brought enough water
Go.
buckets, including enough to make sure they don't just randomly glitch out.
Oh,
because
God.
it always seems to happen in the end. And I MLG water bucketed my way down on top of the balloon, where I quickly dug.
Right, you ready? I'm gonna open it again. You 200 pump, yeah?
Broke in just to be swarmed by
Ready?
a super
Go.
dangerous mimic that copies all of my armor and weapons. However, he was kind of a waste of time, so I didn't really bother fighting him, and I deleted
He's
all of the shulkers and their spawners instead.
Wait.
I just kind of ran
Wait,
downstairs
until
and
Simon
shut the
comes
door in his face. And honestly, it wasn't much better down here. There were a ton more shulkers and spawners, along with this entire hallway that led up to the coveted elytra. All of my ways to each rusted chest, and this elytra was already enchanted. So
I've got
I picked it
15
up,
kills.
even further
Open
than
it,
already
open
was. This thing already had Unbreaking
Not bad.
3 and Mending on it, and on top of that, it goes inside
This is the gay dance by YT-BradleyHague. Oh my god, I'm gay.
Elytra on.
Fuck
Even
you.
if you're wearing armor. I'm literally screaming right. I would like to be
Ready?
so much louder about this. This thing blew my freaking
Ready, Alfie?
to say that I was insanely excited.
Oh, for fuck's sake, come down here now!
Jerking the screen around. But
Right, ready?
sorry to
Oh, it actually works. Look, there's a guy at the door.
that I may have given you from this moment. But overall, it took me until the end of day 93 to finish doing this place.
Right,
It was
just watch me shout what I get, just so we'll come.
And
Get down here now!
explore, I placed down a waystone to
Look, there's actually a fucking kid.
home for 3 XP, which ended up ruining my sweet
Guys?
9 levels. Anyways, though, after getting home, I sort of organized
I'll forgive my kid!
into 2 double chests, and just look at all this god tier loot that I found. I found tons of crazy enchanted
Second
diamond
floor.
armor,
Fucking let me in.
perfect replacement helmet for mine, so I could even add
Alfie, can I kill you?
like Endvale that I wanted to.
I'm
in
joking.
first.
Ready, Alfie? 200 pump this
That
dickhead.
Tons of end totems,
3,
full of choker boxes,
2,
second chest,
1, bam.
ton more loot, with
Bugger.
29
And again.
diamonds for one single end city. Which
Oh, I'm getting rigged! Alfie, let me in now! Ah, I'm getting rigged!
So the first thing that was on my mind was fireworks. I started by
Fuck, Alfie.
looking for all of
Get down here now!
collecting while exploring this world.
Oh.
Now my only problem was paper, and because I wasn't a huge nerd, I didn't really have any. So at this point, my options were to start a sugarcane farm, but honestly, instead that I did was look up the villagers.
Fucking bastard!
See if any of them traded for sugarcane.
Fucking bastard!
The solution. I could make a purple altar and trade with an entomologist.
No, he just went outside. Oh,
I
you
have
fucking
21
bastard.
kills now. I can get it 2 times.
Have you? I've got 53. 23.
So look at my merch down there. Buy some merch for the holidays. It really helps me out. I love you. But please play the mod pack. Mod packs are great. Anyways, tangent over. So before going back to the end,
You shit bastard! You shit bastard!
the little paper that I had to make 2 rockets, and I took my brand new elytra.
You shit bastard!
Flying around this world just felt so.
This is
so
sick,
right.
Alf.
Honestly, I really hope you all enjoy these 100 days because I would love to do 200 days of this mod.
Oops!
So if you do want to see that, definitely
Oh,
like.
no, I'm sorry. Just get that and heal.
And it lets me know that you guys.
Yeah!
Struggled to take down the mimic that was spawn camping me, and I fled over to the tower for some free.
Fucking let you out, man.
And after that, I went all the way down to the ground to collect some more endstone.
Oh, get here! Alfie!
Room where I saw some.
Alfie, let me in! Alfie, let me in!
Way. There was a pedestal that had a free end crystal inside. Heading back home for the day. On day 95, I started off the day with an inventory full of resources ready for some more capitalism with the boys. I began by trading
Your mum's a pedo!
villager inside of Utopia that I made into an enderologist. And after leveling this guy up, it was pretty expensive, but I finally got him to unlock rockets.
Say it again!
Costed
Say my mum's a nigga, no?
emeralds, which was lit. So I bought as many of them as I
Get out here now!
issues were solved. Pretty much
What the
indefinitely.
fuck?
I teleported back home and I filled up my ender bag with shulkers, and you could in fact put backpacks into those
Fucking
very
shit
shulkers.
bastard.
There was some Inception level stuff up in here. I could put bags in boxes and
Oh.
bags in a box for days. And now that all of my inventory was sorted,
For God's sake, Alfie, you got in my way.
there's
I'm not gonna open it for you now.
I wanted to go.
You're
to the
gonna have to
Wither
pay,
Church
lad.
for some more wither scrolls, so I could kill the wither.
No, let
enough
me in,
times
I let you
for a
in.
sextuple beacon. That I was then going to use to go over and crush that final pillager castle. So I traveled back to Paintopia and went through the Ender Portal because I
No fucking rampage!
and I quickly flew over to the Nether Fortress where I spent the rest of the day hunting wither skeletons, which didn't really spawn that much, but I did manage to get myself a 7th wither scroll pretty quick, so
You shit
even though
bastard.
this fortress sucks, I guess I'm good for that. However, since this fortress wasn't spawning the numbers
I'll
I needed to
forget
get
to
these skulls in time, on the next
Cheat
day,
like that.
day 96, I stole the waypoint back here, and I used my elytra to fly away inside
Alright, when's it shut? When's it
better
shut?
fortress.
1
And
second.
instead, I found this crazy, ominous-looking blackstone castle, and upon
Ah! Racism!
some super unprotected chests that had pretty decent loot inside it, including my
Let me back in
first
this shithole.
netherite ingot. However, things here seemed way too quiet for there to be this much loot, so I
Alfie, can you crouch and swap me pick out at the
what's
same
going
time?
on down below, and this place ended up looking mad cursed. There are these terrifying creatures called Naga, along with an army of blaze and some wither skeletons. So I ate a golden apple,
We'll do some dual
and I
stream.
jumped in.
Cause you're fucking... Ah! Let me in,
Honestly, there were
please.
so many mobs, the game started lagging like crazy, but overall, I came out victorious, and I stole all of the loot.
I'm gonna spin around and
as
spam
my
shots.
reward. Plus, they also
Ah! Ah! Ah!
farming wither skeletons with 0 luck for skulls. At this point, I was
Ah!
There's a
because
kid!
honestly,
There's
if I
a
was doing
kid!
them, that wouldn't make much sense. Overpowered. And I'm sure they definitely thought of that. So
I
on
can
day
still
97,
pay,
I gave
brother,
up
I'm
on the
not
spawner
doing
and
them.
sent
No,
out
we're not gonna do that. We're gonna let them. They're gonna let us in right now. The fat
Very
bastards.
promising, but I was going to make a beacon in time.
Fuck off!
Day 1.
What
However,
is
it
it?
was kind of okay because while exploring more of the Nether, I got to see a lot of these beautiful looking biomes. I also
I didn't know you
found a
faggot.
stone pyramid with some pretty
Hey,
cool looking
okay,
loot that I barely got to touch.
Alfie,
because
just pay and we'll shoot him.
Almost
Just
killed
pay.
today. I still got a free protection for a broke and some gold.
Fucking what?
Plus my totem did. So you know what? I'll take that as a W. So with that
Did you get one?
so near-death experience behind me, I
got
continued
one.
exploring in search for a fortress, and just when I thought I had found one, it turned out to be this
bastard.
absolutely stunning-looking nether city. This place is full of so many different nice-looking blocks that I may have stole a couple of, and this place
I just paid to get in and
This
watch
kid
it.
just.
I explored around here for
This
a couple
kid
of minutes, looking for cool loot, until I realized there was basically nothing here for me. So it was back to my
Alfie, quick! You need to pay!
strong and not be distracted
Okay.
because I was running out of time. And luckily
I have
enough, my
150
search
gold.
ended up not
Quick!
much longer.
I'm gonna get in!
Store, there was a massive nether fortress
backflipping in the
that was still
broadcast
pretty void of wither void.
Fuck's sake!
Quite a few chests that even had a couple of diamonds.
He's gonna let that guy in,
At
isn't
this
he?
point, I was kind of just.
Oh, come on, we need to go get the vault. This is our vault
So
now.
instead of actually using this place, I placed down a waypoint
Pay.
and I went back to my base to cut.
Pay, Alfie, quick, spam!
Or at least that's what I
I don't-
thought I would do. However,
You got enough?
you all may probably know. So instead, on day
Yes, Alfie! Yes, Alfie! Mine
search for more
Sorry.
scores. And upon getting there, I still
Yeah, backflip on us, you dickhead.
I have 70
Now,
gold.
wait till he pays, wait till he fucking pays.
Found pretty much everything.
Pay up now! I'll spam the button, I'll spam the button so then it closes, yeah. So then if they pay, then they can't get in. Move away from the door so then they can't get in.
Regular
I'm spam close.
And the loot ended up being kind of decent, but I mean, I still stole it first. Duh. Anyways,
What in
after
the-
stopping by the
Who's this guy? I want him.
middle of the
Let him
room,
in.
I had some of the skeletons. And it turns out those
What a
skeletons ended up
dickhead.
being the least of my worries because there were gas spawners
I've got
everywhere,
80
and they were
80
beyond
coins.
I've got
Next
100!
time.
Ah!
And I was
Probably next time you're paying
so
twice,
on my
because I
cyan
paid
shulker
twice.
box to
I've already
clean
paid
out my
twice.
inventory that conveniently had all of my loot inside of it, may I add, and a ghast shot it and
Sorry
blew it
about
up
that.
before I could pick it up. These guys are literally the worst. So now that all of that loot is gone, I built my way up to the chest anyways.
Alfie?
I got some gold and
There's a
2 diamonds.
fucking
Not
kid.
at all worth it. I had in fact been bamboozled. So
Ah!
flying around the nether, I finally found
Right, Alfie, do I open it?
Here.
Fucking yeah.
There's no kid here.
boys, I had gotten
There's no kid there, Bradley. What a
So I
liar.
spent the rest of this day and all of day 99 grinding through the
No,
slim
don't
spawns
kill
that I was getting.
Yeah, what if I
More skulls that would allow me to summon only my 3rd wither. So you know what? Since I was now out of time, I was probably just going to have to settle for that. Or at least that's what I had thought.
do? Alright, I won't, I
By
promise.
this nearby piglin tower,
I'm
and they just had a
fucking
couple
open this.
of
Move, you
chilling
big
outside
spectacle.
that had
It closes in.
free real
Oh.
estate wither skulls. So now
No.
I was able to summon my 4th wither. On day 100,
I'll stay inside the vault so you can close in.
it was time to take on
You just stay inside the vault, I'm just gonna
summon as one
go out and kill people.
massive boss fight to send off the scenes. And of course, there was no place better to do this than the end. So I teleported back.
You shit bastard!
I jumped inside of the portal. and
I'm getting an ATK and going to
in the
kill
portal,
people.
so that way I could cheese these
Fucking
guys,
try.
of course, like any man of culture would. And unfortunately, because the portal wasn't made of bedrock, the wither just kind of phased through it like it was nothing. So I had to shoot him up.
Yep, never mind, Alfie, I'm coming back.
Shooty McShoot.
I'm gonna run over this assured
So much
tree
damage
kid.
this guy did.
Actually, no, never mind, I'm just gonna go like this. Easier.
On me, so I banned him from my chat with
Alfie, I'm coming!
and I guess at this point,
Ah!
battles face to face.
Yeah, I need help. Right, can you let me in,
Spawned them
please?
in, hoping that they would stay stuck, but the second I attacked
You
them, they
bastard.
broke out, which honestly was probably on purpose to get the mod pack.
Ready? Go, get him.
You know what? It's fine. Because just like that, I had slain each piece one
You shit bastard!
and I now had 4 nether stars along with these.
That's what you do, Alfie. Alfie, go on.
Did pretty on me.
Ready?
But also just so
Try kill you.
that one of the withers that freed my
I'm
dragon
just looking into his eyes. Look at his eyes, they're so purple.
would work out in the end. No pun intended.
What the
So
fuck?
anyways, now that I had done everything that I had
I'm a
You
painter.
killed me.
jumped back
Yeah, by
and
accident.
it was already nighttime.
Yeah, that was by
No
accident. I didn't mean to shoot.
Yeah, I'm sure you
And
did.
that is the story of how I survived and conquered 100 days of hardcore.
Yep, sure. Sure thing,
mod
Alfie.
pack.
Fucking you not here!
I keep playing because there's still so much left undone.
Alfie, I've got a pump now, so now it's your turn to open the door and I
If you
200
want to
pump.
see me play 200 days, then please don't forget to
No,
leave
not
a
yet, not yet.
video. If we do get to 30,000 likes,
Oh, I need my
I
fucking
will
hat.
do 200 days. Also, if you've made it this far into this mega,
Ready? Alfie, open.
probably like what I do. So don't forget to subscribe.
You shit bastard!
In the description down below. Also, fun fact.
Never mind, Alfie, let me back in
I
the
will
fuck.
literally
Quick!
Play Minecraft. Crazy.
Fuck.
Anyways, this has been Pain Domination, and I hope you all have an
Quick shot.
amazing day.
Oh! 50 white! Dead! I'm your ass shooting it. Fucking hell. Alfie! Avengers, beer! We're gonna alien! I'll fail the roof!
Open it, open it. Only one thing.
How about you?
Bradley!
In today's video,
Alfie, get in now! Get in!
Skyblock. In the first
Alfie, I kinda killed you. I meant to show you
building
pumping.
block into a sprawling base with farms,
Right, since you died, then you're prepared to get in.
crazy perfect chest organization inside, plus
Wait, the button's not opening!
the Ender Dragon. But this place ended up feeling.
I'm spamming open!
These 100 days, I will turn this small
I'm spamming open!
completed with automatic
I'm spamming it!
village or trading hall, and
Oh,
of
there.
course habitats for all of my new animal friends that we've made along this.
Quick, get in!
Since we defeated the Ender Dragon in the previous 100 days, I went back to the end to raid for dimension.
You spent two
and of course, the
big
Covenant will lie
fat
But
ugly
Willies on my dick.
first, just do me a couple of quick favors, and you would really make my day. You know that red subscribe button underneath the video? If you could
Alfie, fucking get in now! Get in the vault!
that would be absolutely amazing.
Get
If
in!
you want to enjoy the video and you would like to see 300 days,
Alright,
then don't forget
don't
to
kill me,
drop a
otherwise
like
I-
down here.
If you try to kill me, I'll kill you.
Likes on this video.
I got better weapons, I got decent weapons, I got a better skin.
Anyways, let's get right
Fucking-
into the first day, day 201. On the first day, I found myself
Fucking dickhead! Ah!
so much to do.
Alfie!
Get my tools and armor, and I remembered just how broke.
Can you let me in, please?
That was
I'm
okay,
on to it.
because I now have access to the end.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to skip through the
I can
entire
kill you
process of trading for good enchantments by scamming shulkers out of their hard-earned goods instead. So I grabbed the supplies, cracked myself an ender chest, and I made 2 for extra storage inside the end, which I was definitely going to need
Alfie.
because look at all these extra supplies that I was going to bring. I have
The kid's going to the vault, kill him!
some wood,
Alfie, let me in!
my glitches again, which it probably will.
Close it, close it.
Other random
How the fuck did that guy
was
get in?
going to now that I had all of that inside the chest, I filled up my
Listen to yours,
resources.
right? Alfie, open it. I'm gonna shoot him.
Literally would never build with. And boy,
Open.
could I not wait to make me some cursed wizards.
Fucking dickhead!
Everything I was
Yeah, I'm leaving this. I'm going into
I headed
duels.
over to the portal, and before jumping
Alfie, guess what my
in, I was
mum's getting me?
distracted by my overflowing mob farm.
Well,
Low
not
key
well,
forgot
kind of.
just how overpowered these things were in Skyblock.
She gave me a Big Mac with large fries, with large cock, and the cock. McCoy even. Sorry.
69.
Guess how much the Alfie?
100 days.
Do you wanna be the same skin?
Levels, I went into the middle dome to my portal, and I jumped in.
Why didn't you just ask
While I was
Alfie?
here, I remembered that I should probably bring fireworks and supplies so that I can enchant my personal Elytra to streamline the process. So I went back to the center
We'll be in the same skin. Put Reaper on.
and I
The Reaper pickaxe.
spent the rest of the night
Yeah, the
making
big
fireworks,
metal
riding
knife.
rods at the log farm for
You know what the Reaper is, don't you?
gunpowder. While I was doing this, I became so tired of this terribly slow sword. So I went over to the chest to get some food for the
Why do you
sword.
say
I
that?
found shulker shells from the last 100 days. But I just kind of threw in here, thinking.
I think you know what we're doing? Do you know what we're doing?
That's okay because this
Do
works
it.
out.
This!
No pun intended. Because I now had a shulker box that I could use for more
Awesome.
Big old spat's not a cock.
I was going to eat. So after getting the supplies from the
Alfie?
myself a sword, I made a pretty dumb decision. I actually enchanted.
Oh no, Alfie, I don't think I can eat my McDonald's.
Instead, I got some garbage. I got more garbage.
I don't think I can eat my
Got
McDonald's.
enchantment, and I got garbage.
Why?
My
Because I
enchantments
feel
didn't
sick.
Like me, and I quickly got to see all 69 of those sweet levels drain before my eyes. What a mediocre.
Brother, what we get if you can't talk?
Kept enjoying my
I just smacked
enchantments
Bradley in
until
the face and he goes into Africa and he is flying. And then he says I can split.
Alfie, Alfie!
time wiping out some mobs in the farm.
Alfie Genie like like a shotgun.
I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like a someone. I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun. Is there sparks? Please be. Yes! Suck my dick! Oh, this time don't die. Oh, if you look now, listen, don't die this time.
The only way I could get on Breaking 3 was by enchanting books, which I probably know for my son just how lucky I am with that. So I continued the endless cycle of killing Wild Rider mobs.
Oh, these crossbows will be back in the game soon.
And enchanting books in the hopes of not getting smacked in the face by
Crossbows will be back in the game soon.
And during this process, I also started trading all of the Robin's ones.
Oh, it's me! It's me!
Annoying cleric that broke into my home.
I can't believe I just did you like
All
that?
of this process took all of the night until literally
Cracked.
sunrise when I finally got an
like
unbreaking 3.
What the fuck?
I get scripted like this, man. It was like the game was
Yeah, let me just get out of there.
one day.
Where are you? Where are you?
Now that I had the
behind
unbreaking book, all I now needed was mending.
My guy.
Go down the
Reaper.
shore over to the bamboo farm, shave off a couple of years.
We're all G right now.
I mean, just look at its durability, man. It's so bad.
Get on me.
So after eliminating half of my sword's lifespan, I collected all of the bamboo and I
Go off.
converted them to
Okay.
sticks to trade with my collection.
We're on high ground.
Remaining
Can you?
I was going to need for that sweet mending book. And now that I had my book, I
He's over
grabbed
here.
some of my very limited iron, and I made an anvil, and I combined the two together, moved everything into a circle
He was
box.
behind that
I was now finally ready to
On me.
So I collected all of my things, I jumped down to the portal.
How are you dead?
And after getting here, I quickly made my way over to the
That
Islands
school
portal,
kid
which I
killed
built my
that
way
kid.
up to, and instead of wasting my only
Ah! She got shot on!
myself in the head to climb into the portal. And you probably guessed where this was.
Alfie, I'm doing this for us! The recons need to stick together!
I mean,
Yes!
Come on!
because my luck with end spawn.
Get it, boy!
Easy dome!
This was it, because I spent the next 3 days
In it, though, Alfie, easy
until
go.
day 206.
Yeah, I'm kind of-
And raging non-stop with absolutely nothing in
I'm up
sight.
there.
Unless you count finding 2 more of those pearl beacons, which are technically less common than the actual cities, which is kind of just a slap in the face. But anyways, this process sucked because there were so many gaps in between these islands, and I became exhausted by mismatched
Alfie, I need help.
blocks, and I now had to begin collecting
Where are you?
stone anytime I wanted to go anywhere. That is until day 206 when I finally found not one, not two,
Yeah, are you dead?
3 end cities all clustered near each other. Finally, I have been going so hard in the end. So I quickly ran up to them in excitement, and of course,
Yeah, McDonald's!
I had to first
Yeah!
bridge my way across. And once I finally got close enough to the biggest looking
Elias just came online, Alfie. I call him
I
smaller.
was not going to be a flyboy anytime soon. And to top it
Alfie.
off, I now needed to collect even
Bradley
more
Lamborghini if you
resources
can't car.
across another gap just to get to that end city. Things were going well. On day 207, I had finally pushed
Alfie.
over, and I was ready to take on the
Bradley Lamborghini if you can't car. Piss off my hip like I'm a cop.
This was a baby end tower because there was no loot rooms and there was barely any chauffeurs. However, this didn't stop me
Alfie.
from 1v1 in the
Bradley Lamborghini if you can't car. Oh, shut up for your game, sorry.
I didn't
Take his wall, take his wall, take his wall.
have doing that pointless.
He's took your wall, boy. Fucking wall.
Anyways, after
Fuck's wrong
quickly
with you? Fucking
dismantling
wall. I mean, this game's so mad.
came out of there with walking
Get in!
chauffeur shells. I was not worried today. It was safe to say that I was a very
Plus, the superhero skin with a star
so
one,
I
didn't
took
it?
my frustration out on the locals. And for some reason, these guys they just kind of stood there and took every
Did you store one?
I spent more time than you.
Didn't he have the star one, though?
And you'd be thinking, oh, they're not fighting back, so he's not going to keep attacking them, right? Well, you'd be wrong.
I died, yeah,
Did
because
not
did not
stop
die
me
on
from
Wolf.
stealing the pearls from them so I could keep bridging.
She's such a whore.
Especially since at this point I was tired of.
I'm not camping a
fighting
box.
and stuff. So after speeding up all those enemies and taking their pearls, I enderpearled myself across this gap and I made my way over to this even worse end city. It was
No, I'm killing you.
abysmally small. And there were only 3 chauffeurs, and one of the 3 actually dropped me shells. So far, my journey in the end has been.
Oh, yeah.
Why
At the
does
beginning of
my
day
wall have
208, I
a
left that dump in the dust because there was still one more end tower that I had seen in the distance that I haven't yet explored. So I began heading the direction that I thought I had seen it in, and there ended up being nothing over here. So as I began to get very nervous, I cranked my render distance up to 64. Not only did I see the tower I was looking for, but right next to it on its right side was a massive end city with an end ship, baby. I was finally going to get myself in Elytra so I could conquer the end. So I started running towards the larger, more relevant end city because it was way cooler, far superior, but I ended up having to run by the smaller portion anyways, so I figured, you know, why not take it on? So I quickly yeeted the 2 shulkers downstairs, and I floated my way up Minecraft's equivalent to Pokemon League because you can wait to explore with every single person here. I had
nice one! You should be all bum sweat. Why the teamers, man?
With Unbreaking 3 and a curse. But I did also find this perfect god.
I know I'm getting it if you can't cut.
Unbreaking 3.
I got what you like, yeah.
The only thing left that I needed for that pickaxe was Fortune 3, and I had myself a god tier Silk Touch pickaxe.
You're just first to die.
Fortune pickaxe. And to add the icing to this diamond little cake, I also found 15 more iron ingots, which should help.
You can't do that, you cheating fucker.
To build
that's just time.
Anyways, I had now finished this whole tower, and I had gotten.
No, I'm not having that. But he's no, it's tight. No, it's tight.
Tower that ended up being
so tight.
In this place.
Do you hear me? Tight.
The first small loot room, and I control alt deleted all the before
I'm not
all of their life savings.
Have you had your dinner already?
These guys didn't have much, but I did get myself an efficiency 4 diamond pickaxe.
How did your football game go?
While I was at it, I stole their ender chest.
What did you lose?
I mean, who do you think I am? Free ender chest is free real estate. Anyways, after robbing those guys blind, I climbed my way up the towers, pulled one by one, unboxing each of these weird purple trees.
Oh shit!
So I led my way into loot room number 2. And inside one of the chests was an Unbreaking 3 fire protection 4 diamond piece, some other loot with gold, not to mention.
I know what recons don't need to stick together, but have you looked for my HP man?
And I continued to clean this place out of both shulker shells and loot. And after finishing up all the loot rooms, I grabbed myself a slow falling potion as a precaution, and I nerd pulled my way over to the end ship after sniping away both of the shulkers that were low-key spawn camping. And after making my way inside of the end ship, I was greeted by some more pacifists and Enderman, I guess.
I knew
this punched me in the face by accident because he startled me, and nobody.
Brandon, let me get in if you can't car.
Really is like real life. So after
yes, my mum's on the way back.
The shulker in the middle, I stole both of the
she's here, one sec.
some more super OP.
I'll be back in a sec, she's here. Bring up my food, I'll be back in a sec.
Official. I was now a gamer who could fly. So I pulled out my anvil, and I popped my Unbreaking 3 mending book onto the Elytra, and I named it RGB Gaming Wings, because you're not a gamer unless everything you own is RGB. And if you're wondering, I don't make the rules, I just follow them. When it comes to RGB, I guess, nothing else. Anyways, now that the end ship's loot was now my loot, spent the rest of day 210 cleaning up loose ends around the end city until I was finally ready to go. So I organized all of my loot into the 2 shulkers that I had, and I grabbed myself some fireworks, and I set off with my brand new RGB gaming Elytra that Santa had gotten me for Christmas. On day 211, after flying for only a couple of minutes, I found the perfect area to end off my looting excursion. There was another end city with an end ship, and I had a nearby portal back to end spawn. On its right, there was a second end city that was right for the looting. So the very first thing I did was climb my way out to the end ship and run inside and yeet the shulker into oblivion. And inside the very first chest was a protection 4 mending helmet, which was perfect to replace the garbage one that I had been wearing. And if you're thinking that that's the perfect drop, it gets better, because the second chest had another helmet with most of the other enchantments, but this one was conveniently missing. So I whipped out the old anvil, and I combined the 2 for protection 4, mending, Aqua Infinity, and Unbreaking 3. I was becoming beefier by the second. So now that I had a second Elytra and my brand new hat, I went to the top of the ship for the dragon head, and I entered speedrun mode, because at this point I was kind of getting tired of the end. So to make things faster, I quickly flew over the middle top loot room, and I yanked all of the expensive loot that was inside of both of the chests. I sat there sniping out each of the shulkers from down below. Now that the middle area was cleared, I was feeling very lazy and efficient. So I flew back outside and went to the second loot room, where I saw another big end city in the distance with another end ship. I mean, I was excited about it, but at this point, I now had 3 more end cities to loot, and if you know anything about me, I cannot resist loot in the end. Or, I mean, loot anywhere, because I'm a hoarder. So I quickly finished off the 3 towers in this end city, and I flew off towards the closest small one, so I could quickly borrow all of their worldly possessions and piece my way out of it. On day 212, after finishing the last end city, the speed run was still on. I quickly flew over to the end ship, and on the way there was another end city. At this point, this is going to be 100 days in 1 block Skyblock's end dimension. Anyways, after landing on the end ship, I ran inside, and I had Dukin, the shulker guard, then I crammed all of the loot from my chest aggressively into my thick with 10 sealed inventory, and I yoked myself another Gucci or Lytra. And after that, I sped run through the rest of the
We go take off.
and now all I had left to loot was a tiny one for shulker shells, right? Well, if you thought that was the case, you'd be very wrong. Because the second I landed on this end city, 2 more massive end cities with 2 more ships rendered in the distance. So at this point, it seemed like reverse first.
Come in.
Time not finding any end cities. So being the hoarder that I am, I couldn't resist looting all 3 of these remaining end cities. And overall, it took me to the end of day 15. I had so much loot that I was officially done looting the end. But not before I accidentally flew to the ground way too fast, and I popped a totem of undying. Which, not gonna lie, is a super embarrassing way to lose a totem. Just like the hardcore series where I lost one by drinking milk with no alcohol. Doesn't get much worse than that. Anyways, after I finished looting every end city in sight, I was done looking for more, and I may have lost a totem. Portal, and I went back into the main ending portal so I could finally go back home.
After you got shit.
216, after getting back, I placed a bunch of chests in the middle of my house so I could show off the sheer massive loot that I brought back in this mega explosion. Overall, I came back with 10 emeralds, a whopping 47 diamonds, 94 more 127
I'm dead.
an absolute ton of shulker boxes, including enough shells to
Have we got pickaxe?
in 5 new
Take it.
And on top of that, I ended up with this entire chest full of crazy enchanted diamond armors, diamond tools, and diamond weapons. And it doesn't end there, because to finish it off, I also stole all of the horse armor and this crazy amount of enchanted iron gear just so I could steal all of the XP.
Alfred, I thought you said that your dad will be playing with us today.
You know what? I don't care, because I love this whole
His Fortnite is still up there.
and I got to show off
Still?
I decided to play clean up.
Tell Jacob.
It's
2%.
It was pay a nice visit to my mom.
What percent is it on?
For the juicy XP.
I don't know right now, but it'll probably be on like 90-something%.
Now my diamond armor and chest all have the right item frames, and I had a brand new spot to store my Lytras and my shulker boxes. And now those chests I spent the rest of the day
Bro, can you play with us as well?
stuff so I could smelt up
Doing volunteers box fights.
because until I do get that iron farm working, every piece of iron.
Can we play Family Dynasty instead?
Yeah, sure.
Singular because for some reason they
What?
absolutely refuse to
No, Jim, we're doing Family Guys almost. Yeah, but no teaming, please.
So if I can't grow it, then I was going to do the next best thing. So I grabbed a bunch of random blocks from the chests that I probably was going to build anyways, and made my way back to the nether.
Yeah, me too.
However, this time I was headed over
I
to the
died
nether
before you.
fortress for the first 100 days. And of course, while doing this, I had yet another surprise visit.
No, I got killed before you.
His cousin Stepgast will be super excited to meet him once again.
I'm dead
After
though.
that incident was over with, I went back across the bridge
When did you
and
die?
purchase for some weird reason.
A third party.
And I was doing it, Stepgast's cousin's brother stopped by for a family reunion. But I whipped out my trusty Uno
Go
reverse
in
card
game
and
chat when
slammed the door in his
Jacob
face
joins.
because I was not in the mood.
Yeah, but please do you not team?
because I was on
Yeah,
a mission. Anyways, once that small family debacle was over, I made my way into the nether fortress.
If you get really sweaty, then can we
entering,
stop
I was
the
greeted
video?
by a metric ton of wither skeletons. Because this place is
Yes
located
or no?
in a
It's
soul
yes or no?
sand valley.
Yeah, but
Perfect
don't.
layout
But
for wither
to
skeletons.
start off with, don't team
Which
up.
means that I now have a renewable source of coal, and I can farm any and all of
Let's
those
leave
for
this.
more of those juicy beacons. However, since I didn't have any loot
Alright.
on my sword, none of these guys were kind enough to drop their skulls for me, which is kind of a weird sentence if you think about it. But that was okay, because while exploring the fortress, I stole any and all quartz and gold that I found, and I did manage to find 2 brand new blaze spawners that were right for the future farming. And overall, I explored around this place until about day 120, and I found a decent amount of loot here. I kept
What
running
is
into
your
chests that
Fortnite
had
on?
gold, random pieces of armor, horse armor inside,
What?
and I found 2 of those staircase areas that were full of nether wart that I, of course, stole. I mean, borrowed. There we go. And now that I had 33 new nether warts and a bunch of other
Jacob?
licks, it was time to
Hi, bro.
make the nether a success.
Hi, Bradley.
On day 121,
Alfie said,
supplies I
to
needed
start off with, you don't team, but if I get sweaty, then you
built a
team, yeah?
small dark room near the trade stalls that I was going to use to
Yeah,
get some
Alfie?
zombies. And while I
Yeah.
was waiting for things to spawn
What's up,
inside there,
everybody?
I decided to go back and pay a
There's
visit
Family
to
Guy's
the
home.
which was more crazy than
Dad,
the
Family Guy's home was
I
guys.
can't find it.
for a couple of minutes until a zombie villager
My dad's
spawned
gonna
that I
see
was
what
going to
percent
try and
not
save.
his Fortnite
I
song.
try because once I
Nice.
spoke to it, it asked if it could talk to my manager.
I found
so
it.
he
I
just
found
disappeared.
Family Guy.
I don't have to. Anyways,
Put
after
private, yeah.
I headed back to the dark room, and I was greeted by a pile of creepers and a skeleton wearing some pretty nice drip. And I accidentally turned this place into a bat shooting gallery. If only bats were useful. So with that killer behind me, I kept refreshing the spawns inside of the room, and I kept getting more and more creepers. And since my mob farm kept going non-stop, I had to keep cleaning it out to clear the mob farm because it would max out
Them
and
pictures,
not
right?
spawn at all. That is until I finally got lucky.
How's your
with
food,
a couple
Jacob?
of zombies spawning in. So I placed down a boat and I broke
Hey,
down
Jake, after this game, put your reaper on.
I'll go.
struggle because this sus creeper
After this game, put
inside the
reaper on.
boat, and I
Look at me and
struggled to
Alfie.
get him out without killing any of the zombies.
We haven't got reaper on.
Fortunately, I had
Recon
to
trio.
sacrifice one item.
Yeah, well, we got reaper, Jim. We got driver.
Anyways, now that I had my boat zombie, I rode him over to the Fletcher, and the guy got so scared that he ran straight
Big Mac.
to the boat, which further proves to me that the villagers like being treated like this. Trust me, they love it. And after this, a second
Well,
zombie
I'm not
spawned
even
in, and I
playing
didn't
yet.
really have another
Gonna make my
way
Big
to do it.
Mac.
I didn't want any of the golems to get him, so I struggled to trap him back inside the dark room.
That me and
until I
Alfie will
finally
find
got him
him.
in there,
Mm-hmm.
and I brought him a brand new boat that I popped him in, and my second Fletcher was so excited to see his new best friend that he also jumped in. By the time this day was over, I now had 2 new zombie villagers, and I turned this place into a mess, so no iron golems could walk in here and wreck all of my hard work. On day 124,
This is
I
raining.
got all of the resources for my potions of weakness, and
Yeah,
I
I'm
realized
allergic.
that I didn't even need the nether wart, which for some reason always make this
Oh,
mistake.
shut your
But,
splash
I
in.
mean, it kind of works out, because now I had it for when I needed it, I guess. And I got to visit the cool nether fortress that got me all those wither scrolls. So now that I had everything that I needed, I crafted
Whoa.
a bunch of fermented spider eyes, and I brewed myself 3 potions of weakness, and I walked in on the villagers hanging out with their new skeleton friend. And I had no clue how we got here. But that's
Do you like
okay,
Big Mac?
because as the great Fit MC would say, calm down. And now that that was over with, I drank my first potion of weakness in the middle of them, and I fed them their golden apples. Or at least that's what would have happened if I didn't miss one of them with a potion and have to waste a second one. But yeah, these guys were now on their way to being one-stick trade boys. Just like my
Alfie, so
OG
close.
hardcore lord, you will be missed 07s in the chat. Anyways, now that I was stuck waiting for these guys to cure, it was time to mass brew more potions of weakness, and while I was doing this, I got the achievement Cure Doctor, which meant only one thing. My villagers were now cured for the very first time. And both of their stick trades were down to 26, which wasn't great, but definitely was a good start. But to end off this day, I went back to my mob farm to smack some more dudes in the face while waiting for them to become infected once again. And after After they were zombified, I threw another potion at them and I
I
killed
won.
them for a second. On day 123, the first thing I did was go back to check on my
come
villagers
on.
once more,
Where?
eat another
I'm
potion,
eating my
and
plate
ice
and
time
dinner.
for faces, and stuff them like Thanksgiving turkeys with golden apples. And at this point, it had been a little bit of time since I had been inside of this world.
Where we're going for alpha
Really
plus,
know
aren't we?
which cure was on. In my notes, I actually wrote it might be a line.
Oh my
but
God.
Didn't say I lost track. But now that I'm looking back on it, this ended up being cure number
God.
3, and I was once again stuck waiting on the villagers. So with all that time that I had on my hands, I thought it was finally time that I built them their very own trading hall. However, I was going to need more space to do this. Much more space.
Alfred, where
Because
are you?
I do not build small structures. So it was back to the stone generator where I AFK farmed stone for the rest of the day. I ended up with a pretty good haul overall. I got a whole ton of stone for my silk touch pickaxe and the occasional cobblestone from, honestly, I have no clue why they spawn. But you know what? Free cobble is never bad. And now that I had all of this stone, I could make myself a
Hey,
brand
ow.
new non-flammable platform. Which that last part is very important because you never know in these worlds. On day 124, I began the day by paying yet another of many future visits to my infected villagers, and this place had become a party. There was a random zombie just hanging out along with the 2 villager chads, who were strong and independent and apparently didn't need no iron golems, because they were just looking at these zombies in the face.
No,
And as
Mom.
much as I wanted to kill them, I couldn't risk ruining my trades, and I didn't really have any
Get
oak
up
wood
there.
to replace them before the break to banish them down into the void. So instead, I just cured both of my villagers once more, while totally not missing the first potion. And after this, I was going to go back and begin building the brand new platform for my trading hall. However, I was quickly distracted by grinding at the mob farm some more, and checking back on my villagers somehow multiplied. Once again, there were now 3 zombie villagers, but I have 0 clue where they came from. But I guess the more the merrier, right? So I made some more boats, and I popped these guys inside so I could begin farming them out. But things didn't end here because and turning into zombies. And there was no place for these guys to have been escaping from.
Oh,
At
crap.
least not at this speed. So I had 0 clue what was going on. But I was never to take the platform for the villager trading hall, and if you
He's got a grenade launcher, lads.
build a small boat. Overall, this platform took about 60 stacks of stone. Until day 128 to build. So I kept running out of stone, so I had to AFK more of the direct stone farm, and at this point my core pickaxe wasn't exactly taking it so well. But by the time it was the night of day 128, the platform was pretty much done, and also full of mobs because I may have forgotten to light up the rest of it. So I had this big brain idea to try and kill all the mobs. I thought, clear out myself, get some more loot. So I sat back sniping them, and they just kept multiplying faster than I could even take them out. So I said, screw it, I just called them a night, but not before
How much chili chips do you have?
zombie in the face. Imagine being a hardcore world for that.
Yeah, no.
How much chili
I
chips do you
want
have?
Big surprise, it was still chaos. Little did these mobs know, I was like Shadow the Hedgehog because chaos control. I sniped each and every one of the remaining boys out of existence. And
Who is
now that my
watching
platform was
something?
cleared, before adding the finishing touches, I went back over to my
Take
zombie
it,
clutchers
Squeaky.
for one more yeet.
No, what? Because I won one round, that's just high.
The last 2 golden apples.
I have loads of chili trespasses. No, please, Jake, please, man.
After making those golden apples, I was beginning to realize that gold was
Please.
going to become an issue very
Oh, okay, I'll let you team as long as there's no spraying.
This world was from the nether, so maybe the new
Yes.
I was going to end up making myself
Who's on the bounce
somewhere
pad?
on top of the nether.
Me, that's me.
Anyways, now the platform
Okay,
is
so
clean and building
I'm the one
once
that's
again
building,
here,
that's
I
me.
added the fun
Bradley's
part to
figuring
the
out the metal.
platform, and I finally lit it all up.
I'm doing now,
So
saw
there
you.
would
I
be
shot you
no
16.
places. And after that, I spent the rest of the night growing
Bradley
and chopping
Trapman,
down
Bradley
super
Trapman.
spruce trees for all of the wood that I was going to need
Shit!
brand new villager trading hall.
But we're...
With efficiency 4,
Oh, your mum's
I'm building out the metal as well, so
in
I'm
the last
building up.
100 days. I think I spent like a
I'm up
solid
with your mum.
10% of that entire video.
Ah! Rated him!
Crazy. On day 130, now the platform was complete, and
He's
I
trying
had
to
most
shoot
of the
him down.
resources that I was
Yeah,
going
I can.
to need to at least begin
Right,
my
this is
village
racism.
building. I spent the entire
I shot
day
him
doing
for-
exactly that.
Ah! I'm 23 HP.
Massive structure. And after they were all up, they began building the outline from a villager breeder that was going to be the center of this building. So that way, whenever I needed more villagers, I wasn't going to have to move them super far. Then, so far, things were going really well, except during this process, kind of made the structure a little off-center.
You're fucking Minecraft now, Lou.
So I spent the rest of the night, unfortunately, fixing it. The next day, day 131, was an adventure to say the least. I started to
Right, so start doing it then. Start it off.
issue and I added the fences.
Yeah? I like inventory rifles, because do you know why?
Why?
Because they're little balls.
Yeah.
Just like I lick Alfie's balls. And Jacob. The Jacob's balls just drip in my mouth.
I'm fighting with this kid. I'm building out of wood. Oh, but that's me, I'm fighting you. Oh, you're fighting then? Mira. Me and Jacob were fighting.
What the fuck?
Alright, how many
All I
health
see
have
is fire and
then
titties
one-
burning in the wind.
I only want to do 100. Yes, thanks.
One of you won't be in a sec.
What?
Told you.
Valley's hacking. You're hacking.
No, you're the shit.
I'm better than using hacks.
I'm joking, but I'm not using that for.
Well, you are though.
I've got in. In it, Jacob. See.
I have no,
Sorry,
Dad, I have no clue what you're on about. I just said yes for no reason.
Do you know a bird? I've got an interesting fact for
I
you.
don't know about birds. I don't know.
No, I've got an interesting fact about the bird. If you see
What,
5
you're
birds
right?
together, they're trying to rape a cow. And they try to pull the knickers off mum. Oops.
I sniped Bradley. I got you.
I got a bullet shot in my ass. That's why my ass is brown. Kid, there's no way you cannot see this kid. He's building like mongrel. Ah! Oi, Jacob, stop being racist.
Stop being
Wait,
racist.
Jameson, how do you know how to do that? And Herobrine 80461 rapes his cow.
Yeah. Yeah, because he has a better shotgun.
I'll burp in your face, man.
Oh, baby, you can't.
Yeah, that's why there's a hole in there. Oh, that's to have a baby. Wait, why have I got 2 recon scans? That's sick. You shit bastard.
Hey. You could not. He's fighting me!
You're doo-doo water. I like licking kids' balls, but not them sort of balls. The lives I'm giving, it's Saturday, Sunday, what? Look at recon experts like, look at her ass, yeah! Oi, Dad, come and look at this ass. You might be a new girlfriend. Yeah, look at his bear's cheeks. Oh, I faced him. Ah, even a boost.
Bradley be like on the phone. Hi, my name's BradleyHague and I love sucking dicks when you're licking disgusting furry testicle sacks.
Wait, I thought we were like hairy dicks. I tell McDonald's next time they give me a Big Mac, I'll stick it up the dick. Well, maybe not dick, maybe the fan, and that's 12 inches long. Now there's this girl at my school, yeah, she's in year 11 and she's really, yeah! And when she goes to fill a water bottle, me and Zane go around and look at her ass. What the? Or whoever this race is, get here.
Salt and vinegar.
Salt and vinegar dicks.
Suck my
Alfie,
dick.
please! Alfie, switch on.
Suck my dick.
No, man. I've had to kiss this girl's man. Even better, lick it. Cracked him!
Could it be a new world record to have a shit on the toilet? No, it can't, because it's absolutely dog and shit.
Tell Dad to 1v1 me on Fortnite. You tell Dad to 1v1 me.
He'll shit on you. He'll grab his ass and then he'll run over to you, go on your head and he'll shit.
I'll grab his ass and pin it to a wall.
He'll grab his ass.
Millie's trying to she's having a seizure with a stick. On the top of the fucking stairs. Millie, stop having a seizure, you stupid pussy cat. Pussy, do you like that? Ah, there's a kid, I'm getting raped. Who's this bastard?
What
bastard.
did you just...
The fuck do you say to me, you shit? Ungrateful
This is me, Jacob, this is me. Hi, Alpha. On the Alpha. I'm dead.
Oh yeah, that's sad.
Who's this?
Alfie. I'm Alfie! I'm Alfie Reed, and I'm gay, and I'm 8 years old, and I play for a shit-ass team. And I support you fucking Liverpool, because small town place for me is shit, just like your mum. But why am I getting raped by cheeking?
What did you
Goodbye! Thank you very much! I'll be taking the launch pad. Ah, let's go shit.
This is me.
Kim Card dashing you and flying through the skies. Kim Card dashing you and flying through the skies. Her ass 12 inches wide.
Well, maybe launch pad.
Her ass 12 inches wide. Ah! I love that Daddy harder!
He's behind the tree.
No, that's Jake, that's Alfie, I think. Flying bum, flying through your mum. Flying Jacob.
Help me, Alfie!
Jellyfish Jacob.
No.
Bastard Bradley.
Yeah.
Fat, stupid dickhead Bradley. Millie, do you want to fight? I'll stick you up a fucking cow's arsehole. Alright, Alfie, do you like crisps? Because you just said you feel crispy. I feel burnt, lad. What the fuck? What the fuck? Don't take a minute!
Was feeling less pain. We went to Japan. Suck my big fat.
Well, why was Millie having a seizure with a stick?
Because
You Alfie, you what, come on then. Jamie, it's your turn to burn now. Flying bomb, flying through the city. Flying bomb,
I'm
don't
feeling
smack me in the
crispy.
air. Who's feeling crispy?
me. Take that.
No, please don't make me dance. I've already had enough seizures for one day.
You did over two. Hold on. He took 90 fall damage. He's 10 HP.
Definitely Alfie.
He's 10 HP. He's literally 10 HP. You can pickaxe him. Suck my fat dick. Yeah, you got shot there.
Just saying, I got this on stream, you know.
Of course you have.
I have.
Stop streaming.
What's this? A gold leather? Ah, thank you very much. Don't mind if I do. You big human ball sack.
Have a way out.
Why was Alfie feeling crispy?
Because he likes crisps.
So do I. I like bird fries. But who's...
I like cheeseburgers.
Cheeseburger. Wait, guys, why are you two fighting?
No, Bradley, let's go.
How did you know?
Because I'm leaving this game and I'm moving you.
Dad.
Don't tell me to do anything.
Alfie Crispy Riley. Alfie Crispy Riley's not here. Alfie. Stop feeling crispy. Oh, Jacob. 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 Jacob's a ghost. If Jacob's muted me, then he wouldn't hear this. He wouldn't hear this. So, Jacob here went to the supermarket, found a dinosaur, and picked his borkies and ate it, and stuck it up his mum. Can you hear that, Jacob? Yeah, I think he's muted me.
Guys, guess what? I've got a surprise for you. Look in the chat box. Yay!
Look at Kim Kardashian's ass.
Alfie's a crisp again. Can he score this? Oh no, the heavy sniper shot! Can he score it? Oh, it's a goal!
Jacob, let's have an all-spot battle. Come on, Jacob, come on then.
Abba's only allowed to use 9.
No more. You're a crispy You're a crispy bacon. What the?
Yeah. Well done, Jacob. 3 wins. 3 wins. 3 wins. 3 wins. 8 wins.
Yes, please.
Should we play trios?
Now, pockets.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. Alfie,
Yeah.
tell Jacob we'll do some trios.
Alfie, where you at? We're gonna do some trios, Alfie said. He said okay.
No, he didn't.
He did.
Oh,
Well,
no.
anyway. You might as well. Guys, should we play that Mystic Desert thing that Jacob's been playing?
I want to play some trios.
Yeah, leave them. Leave
Tell
them.
Jacob to ready up for the thing, yeah? Right. Tell Jacob to put repro.
What are we doing?
Trios, bro.
We're doing that desert thing?
No, trios.
Yeah.
No trios,
We're doing
please.
that desert.
Trios, Alfie, please tell him trios.
We're doing that desert thing.
No!
He said okay, Bradley.
I said,
We'll
just
do
do some
trios
trios.
We're doing trios soon. Can someone promote me? Promote Jacob, Bradley.
Nah, because I've got it right here.
Yeah, are we gonna kill people in the vault? Jacob on me, Bradley. We're gonna team and we're gonna team and try get the vault. Try buy the vault, then we're all gonna come to the vault. Okay. I might mute Bradley, and then if we have a pump, when you get a pump, then somebody will open it and you'll go 1 pump, bang, dead, yeah?
No, you two are going to get in the vault. It's just me because we're doing it private.
There's no vault in this game.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, there is.
You two versus
How do
me.
you know, Bradley? You've never played this game.
Yeah, I have. Me and Alfie were playing it, weren't we?
Yep.
Jacob, why don't you put the repro on? Look at Kim Kardashian's ass. Are you watching? Look. Yeah! Who's got the most crown wins? Everyone do your crown wins emote. Alright, Alfie's got 1. Jacob?
Well, I've got 25, yeah? And 25 for me. Who's an idiot? Jacob's got 48. Bradley's got 1. Okay, yeah. Me and Jacob got 1.
You got 1, Alfie. Even Jacob's got more than you.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. I am
Look
fine.
at her face. Does she look like a stupid cow?
Helicopter!
Well, look at Alfie's 1 crown win. Jacob, do that last forever emote. Do last forever. I got what you like, yeah. You two versus me.
Alright. We're gonna kill him there, Jacob.
You're really not. You're actually shit.
No. I know you.
I know you are.
Oh, stop talking like that.
Oh yeah. We're gonna do some trios soon.
Yeah, I'll probably
I'm gonna get the vault. Are we doing it solo or are you two teaming?
It's me, Alfred, teammate.
Alright.
See you, Bradley.
What the fuck? Calm down, Patrick. What the fuck? I'm getting raped by.
He's on my team. Oh! No, thanks for letting me go in the vault.
Sure. You can't, lad. You have to pay for it.
Need to
Run the pump, Jacob Egg!
Fuck up. Steady, boy. Steady. Come on, that whip. Yeah.
Bastards. A bastard.
Don't rumble up. Rumble up.
Alpha Ray, what you you stupid dickhead! Kim Kardashian's just twerking right now. Yeah! Get the fuck out my car now. Fuck out. Fuck out. Fuck out now. Get the fuck out my car. Wait, you can't go that high. That's as high as I'll go with your dick. Right, Alfie, the size of this map is the size of Mount Willie.
Daddy, look, I'm cheating in the map.
What the fuck? Ask Jack, would you like to join your party? No, ask Jack, go fuck you, mum.
I am hacking. Guys, if one of you die, just let you know I'm hacking. I'm gonna leave the door open.
Right, what the fuck is this guy doing?
I'm gonna leave the door
Oi, Spider-Man, get down!
Spider-Man!
Come on, Jacob, come on, push me, lad, come on. Tip my wall.
Yeah.
There's no way I've got pre-fired. No fucking.
Oh, yeah.
Pre-fired!
I'm full on Bradley's head. I
One of those.
Hi, guys.
Head, shoulders, knees and toes. What are those? Head, shoulders, knees and toes. What are those? Your outfit. What the fuck? Fuck down here now, you dickhead. Well, that's Jack, stop! Don't even point, what the fuck? Oi, give the fuck up my chocolate! Fucking 40 people. Fuck off. Why is this kid in a car? I do worry about you guys.
No,
Fucking.
I'm wearing that skin, I have that skin as well.
Disgusting, my guy!
Yeah, I'm wearing the same skin
Can
as you.
I lock you in a cauldron?
Bradley, can you promote me? Like Jacob, can you promote me?
Wait, Ashton, can I lock you in a cauldron? I'll lock you in a locker, lad. And I'll chuck away the key. Oh my god.
Bradley's gonna kill me. Bradley's gonna kill me. Bradley's gonna kill me. Bradley's gonna kill me. Bradley's gonna kill me.
Come on, Jacob. Come on, Herobrine. What? What? Why'd you go off it? Right, James logging back on Fortnite if it kicked him off. Come on, jump down. Alfie, you may as well otherwise, Alfie, whoever's on my stream's gonna think you're a big baby. Look.
You're a baby.
I know you are.
Please don't kill me. No, don't kill me.
Guess he's dead.
No, I'm going to school now.
Haha. Who's party leader?
Me?
You gay.
No. I think you are. Ha ha ha. I got the bestest shotgun in the game.
Let me guess.
I break. How do I feel?
Lightning. This is what you came for. Lightning strikes and Jacob! I don't think Jacob will back on. Jacob! What? Come back on. Yeah. He says you're not. Just so you know, Alfie's just driving around like a complete dick.
I believe I can fly. I believe I can backwards. I believe I can fly.
You're alright. You're alright though. I'm getting the boat though. I'm in the boat. What? Alright. I'll just box up real quick.
Yeah.
Cause you are not getting inside my hole.
Look at that. Dad.
Put it on for you, pussy.
Pussy!
Wait, you're too sick for that.
Imagine getting killed like that.
Imagine getting killed.
dying.
Yeah, imagine dying.
No, you dying.
I'm not dying, no, you're just trash.
Don't kill me. Wait until Jacob comes back. Don't kill me.
He's not coming back. He licks his own bollocks.
No, he didn't.
Get in, no! No, you can get in the boat, no. No. No, Alfie. Yes, I got my fast. Thank you. I need one more kill and I can get inside the vault.
Wait, this is the last kill. No! Guys, I'm back.
Yes, Jacob. What happened to your Fortnite?
I did something wrong with me.
What did you say about me, brother?
I said...
You're a dickhead, that's what you are. Why is Alfie in the fucking storm, big crazy bastard? Last kill, come on, last kill! Yes! I can get the ball! Yes!
Don't go down, Bradley's gonna kill you. Yeah.
Thank you for that. Nah, I've left it open for you guys.
What?
I've left it open for you.
What if you have to go off?
It's open for you. Alfie's just respawned. Like, Alfie, you're such a baby!
I'm not a baby! Here, boy!
Good night.
Don't attack!
Alfie's gonna try and drive into the fucking bolt.
I'll forget it! I'll forget it!
What the fuck? Sorry. Please don't get in, please. No, you. Oh,
yes!
No!
I got it, Jacob! Don't let Bradley kill you. I just got it out. I just made him not go back in. Yes, boy. Wait, let me drive. Let me drive. Ooh. I was gonna do something.
Calm down, Patrick.
My name's not Patrick.
Patrick
You're
Star.
Patrick.
Patrick Van Amholt. Fuck off. You're fine, come on then! Yeah, sick in, isn't it? But if you come... This guy in. Wait, this race is fun. Thank you very much. This guy's in a flipping plane. Well, not for anyone. Yep, told you. Oh, I actually might die using the hacks here. Yep, I actually might fucking die. Thank you.
Sock my penis.
Right, hi viewer. What's up, man?
He's talking like that.
I'm not. I'm talking about Willie's. Oops.
Scorecards! This is me.
Never mind, James here. I'm sorry for being racist.
I am not Patrick.
That's what sorry.
I'm not Patrick, Bradley.
Patrick Star. Do you know my name? My name's Russian Caribbean dickhead.
I want a skateboard. I'm gonna be fighting you on a skateboard. So...
What the fuck? Let's go fucking no scope. What the fuck is this kid's aim? Right, sorry stream if you're hearing this, but this guy's a dick. I'm joking. I've only got one viewer. I think he's left. Oh, you fucking cheeky bastard. My viewer's left, you cheeky fucker.
Albert! I'm left.
Right, mate. Oh, what the fuck?
Push!
I'm a dick. I'm addicted to alcohol. I'm addicted to alcohol. What the fuck's Alfie doing? Alfie's having a seizure with a plane. Where's Jacob? Where's Patrick Star at?
I'm not Patrick!
You're Patrick Van Amholt.
Alfie's SpongeBob. No, I'm not.
I'm salad fingers. Oh wait, sorry.
I'm Patrick Star, Jacob.
I'm the big fat crab with the world's biggest dick.
I'm stuck in the sun.
This is shit. This. Thanks for UFO.
I'm nearly past the barrier, guys.
Oh yeah.
Look how high I am. Randomly hit me. That's a good battle. I'm above you, though.
Oh yeah. Do you know my mum? She's your fuck. Please, Patrick. Oh,
he has no more hats.
Yeah, but neither do you. You don't have enough. You don't have enough to get in the vault.
Brother,
do you?
look at me.
Do you have enough to get in the vault? Right, you're a racist. Cheeky bastard.
I don't want to fly you yet. Jacob, when you spawn, look above you. What the fuck?
You're a drunken fucking
You need to use a helicopter. Use a helicopter, come up here, then you can jump out and where do you get a helicopter from?
Right, so do a mix.
Where did you get a helicopter.
Guys, I'm gonna be a Scottish teacher.
There, up there.
Right,
You
good
know
morning,
that-
children. I'm gonna have to do a fucking register. Who's up and up? They're running for a fucking register. Jacob Hague.
Yeah.
Alfie Lee.
Yeah.
Are you here? Good boys. Right, I'm gonna have to stick to the fucking register and get your fucking pudding. Oh no, this black skin just killed herself. I'm getting raped. I'm getting raped. Yeah, thank you,
Get him.
Uncle.
Jacob, get him. Yeah, yeah. Oh, shockwaved him. Shockwaved him.
I'll stop with your mum to your bed. Fuck!
This is me there, Jacob. This is me, yeah. Stop. Okay, follow me. The helicopter.
Your mum is a bendy and slag.
Okay, let me drive. Let me drive. Stop. Let me drive. I'll drive. You ready?
Alright, you bastard. You bye fish bastard.
Go.
But don't you fucking dare get up there. Fuck off, you niggas. Oops.
Now come out. Now get out. Whoa.
I can just crank up there. Nice one. I'll crank.
You full though.
No. Oh, you bastards! Dad, Mummy's Jacob's being racist.
Kill him!
Bram! Oh, this car's having a seizure. Where's my helicopter? Helicopter, fuck!
Heli fuck! Oh. Helicopter.
No, I didn't.
Hi! Helicopter.
Nice one, I can just chill here.
Can you go?
Time to eat some fish and we're gonna crank back up.
That was a sit back bit down here.
No, squid pudding.
Trying to make
Jacob's
me
gone
fun.
off. I appreciate you, Mum. Why are you? I'm telling you, you made me go off, you little crap. Oh, you said, Helen. I said it. No, please don't pick me up. I got you. I got you. I got your leg. I got your leg. Father. Oh, what? Don't look. I'll see you. Oh, yeah, Bradley, I'm not ready. Let me do it. No, don't go. Go for your horse. Don't go. No, don't. Turn the big and swag. Turn the big and swag. What did you do? No, let me go. Alfie, I'm going to toilet. I'm going to toilet a sec. That's it. Hi. Alfie?
Alfie, I'm not allowed on. I swore. So, yeah. I have to go off for the rest of the day. Have fun. No.
Hello? I don't care about you!